Leche.
5.
Bro!
What? Hello, welcome back to Difficult Terrain. We are settling in and getting our shit together. But as a reminder, we are going to be off next week, so no Sandlork or Difficult Terrain next week. As we're all going to be in the same place hanging out. It's going to be a really good time. We have a little vacation for everybody. And yeah, no, we're not doing it live, but we are, but we're not, you're like not live, but we're live. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So we'll be off next week, and then we'll be back the week after that, I believe. But anywho, this is when we get to run around and let everyone introduce themselves and who they're playing and what they do and stuff. And I'll get us started with Nenners because it looks like it's focusing on something else.
My name's Nenners. Netterino, Don Nenario, whatever you want to call me. I play lovely Valen, the Gith Yankee Wizardo, who's very excited that he has another caster with him. And who could also do stuff like teleport and put him in safe places. So his spell slots 5 through 7 are not dictated by, needing to move somewhere. So that's
fair.
Nice.
He's the only one who's put us in safe places.
I brought you to your home, sir, several times. I don't want to hear it. You want to walk the 1,800 miles
falls
next
under
time, you let
category
me
teleport.
know. Anywho, what the hell was I saying? I'm here at game with Frandissimo. Good chunk of the time, so I'm on his channel a bunch. I'm also here on Friday, also playing a Cranky Wizard, so I'm excited about that. And
that's your final form. That is
my final form. I am going to pass it off to the mighty Joe because he also looks distracted. So if you don't mind, sir, I don't know, locking in. I don't know what the term.
I mean, you can't even lock in. Apparently, I was ready.
Yep.
You couldn't even hand it off. I'm Joe, and I'm the aforementioned fellow spellcaster who can teleport and rescue Nenners spell slots by not automatically claiming them. It's Kuroso, and he is a Triton druid. He's a fish in the desert, and he's having a good time. Everyone's concerned, but I know the desert better than them, so I'm right. They're wrong. But other than this, Sundays, though not this Sunday, because we are doing it Monday as a one-off, but typically Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern, Dispel Logic is playing Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm there being a Conjuration Wizards, Nenner's favorite. Don't make that face, you knew this. Oh, it's not a shocked face. It's a disapproved face. You're wrong.
It's a disapproval.
Anyway, we're having a good time. So this week will be Monday instead of the Sunday. And then the next week we're off because of the aforementioned. We'll all be in the same place, so I can't do both. And then sometimes every other week, and I think I've determined this week I'm going to skip because I got a pack for aforementioned. We're all going to be in the same place. So I need some real life hours to do that. But typically every other Sunday, I'm playing Mass Effect on my channel, Microcosmic God. And it's RNG style, so every decision, skill point, dialogue tree has all been decided by a random number generator, and it's a heck of a time. And that's all the things and places I'm at and have to say, so I am contractually obligated to move on to Frandy, because we've got a theme, and he looks distracted.
We have a theme, he looks distracted.
So, the folks at work come back home tonight. And apparently, two of the I want to be cool and want to be you maybe can't see it. Maybe no.
That's a car. That's all I can see. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll wait for it. I'm gonna dim it down.
I just couldn't see exactly what it is because you moved it. It's a focus.
That's bird poop all over it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And the car right next to it. Also. Bird poop all over it.
Jeez,
in our workshop. This parking lot. Apparently, the bird saw those two cars. Like, fuck these two cars.
Yeah, in particular.
God,
also, I'm Frandy. I'm playing this guy. Oh, he's moving around with the antlers. He actually himself does not have antlers, although he probably wishes that he did. But instead, he's a furbolg of the paladin variety. And he does stuff, and my camera's just going to keep adjusting. And now I'm kind of filibustering because I'm going to be providing some bribery to my Void Kitties because it is Void Kitty Day.
It is.
So.
It is.
Hold on, let me.
Shake.
Woke up and immediately. Hold on, let me take off that background there. There's one of them.
Yep, I see one.
Oh, here's the other one. He's just down low.
Oh, he likes to throw it down low.
Bye.
I know.
Oh, don't auto zoom. Hold on. Where's the auto zoom?
Nope. There
Yeah,
we
turn
go.
off
No
a lot of
food.
features here.
Goodbye.
There we go. So I have acquired both kitty cats, and therefore bribery has been completed.
Well, no, because you have to hold them. That's the challenge, is that you need to pick them up. Remember?
But you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We
Oh,
gotta
okay, I
give them
see,
the
I see.
snacks first. So
Uh-huh.
now they're snacking.
Okay,
One of them
snacking, yeah.
disappeared because
Yep.
yeah, there you go.
They're very food
Snacking.
motivated, huh?
Oh yeah, you couldn't tell before. You're just not figuring this out.
I don't think I've seen them like yell at you the second you were like, "Here's some treats," and just meow.
I've been getting like anytime I get Advil or something like that, or like they instantly think that it's their treats because it makes the same rattle and whatnot.
I think they
Really?
just have a headache.
Nubs, God damn it. Nubs can absolutely tell the difference between certain kinds of rattles or bag noises, because like we'll shake. So, there's one. There's two.
Immediate.
He was not
Oh,
about it. He was not
That's
about
why. Yep. Was that Thor?
it. No, that was Loki.
I'm shocked.
Me too.
I shot
Oh,
it. I'm
Thor.
Come here, my poor baby. I can't take it away.
Green.
Okay, go ahead while he's searching for his children.
Hello, call me Kit. I'm here every now and then. I do a couple of projects with the Foozca channel here. Currently, I'm running a mini series called A Day in Telnorix. That's normally on Fridays. Today, I'm playing this lady right here. Her name is Helda, and she likes the shinies.
Yeah.
Who hasn't gone yet?
I have it.
Vogley, please take it away.
Sure, kid. Hey, everybody. I'm Vogley of the Vogbog. I stream on Sundays and have a writing stream technically, but lately I've been doing a lot of Baldur's Gate, usually on Tuesdays, but I'm celebrating the end of summer for me, ostensibly. So come and watch me make as best decisions as I can. I'm practically an RNG, but anthropomorphized, but I am working on it. And I'm here on Saturdays with the Foozca crew. Okay, I'm gonna pass it off to Foos, my big sister Foos. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. I didn't do any of the timestamps. Hi, Nikki. What's up, girl?
Nikki!
I am sorry, doing something real quick, and then I will get back to it. Okay,
Did you
hello.
want timestamps for each person's intro? I've just been doing
No,
timestamps.
I was just trying to do when when it would cut to us when it's no longer the slideshow. I didn't get that at all.
That I got.
Oh, thank you. Great, because I was like looking at the timestamp doc. I was like, empty. Perfect. Well, I hope you had
I
a good
love the
Saturday.
wiggly cactus. It's
I
adorable.
do fucking
Look at
love
it.
that wiggly
Look at that little cactus. It's so happy.
Awesome.
It's so happy.
It looked like an amoeba, so I was like,
Those
yes,
little-
Wiggling. Oh,
those little
maybe it's a
cheeks.
pickle. No, it says pickle.
It says pickle.
It's a pickle?
It's a pickle.
It's a pickle.
That's even
I
better.
thought that was a cactus too. I was
Pickle.
right there with you. It's a happy pickle.
Demo.
Regardless, it's so happy.
It is very happy. We appreciate it. I don't know where I got that from, but I love it. Yeah. I feel like that's what happened to me a lot of times. Is I'm like, I don't know whose this is anymore, but it's great. You know? But anyway, I caught a little bit of your production stream while I was doing some stuff. I wish I had time to really participate, but those are awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope you're having a great Saturday. Thanks for dropping by. I know you and I have that hilarious moment where we're just like, I just want to say hi, and I gotta go, and that's totally fine. So go ahead if you need to.
Yes.
And have a great
Let's fix it
Saturday.
tonight.
But anywho, I'm Foos. I'm the DM for Difficult Terrain. I also play in Kit's campaign on the Fridays, the A Day in San Lork. I play Vinos there. But yeah, we're excited for this. And then I think in about 2, possibly 3 weeks, we have Task Team M returning on Wednesday nights. So very excited for that. We're in the planning stages, but it'll definitely be coming along. And thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But now that we got the intros done, we're going to hop into our recap and then get going with our story again. So The Preventers are closing in on their destination in the desert, knowing that they will be coming across a place of importance within the desert that seems to be protected by, as they always call it, the Bobard bitch, but is named Dimmy as well. They are closing in on their location. It is their last day of travel, which they could potentially push to make it this day. But during their first encounter of the day, they, for the second time in an incredible fucking roll, have encountered the Groot slang. And this time decided to meet it head on. And in doing so, got wrapped up in a battle in which I believe 4 out of the 5 gems were stolen from the Preventers, as well as the circlet on Valen's head.
Everybody had something stolen.
On the last round, incredibly, right before it was about to be his turn, Valen delivered the final blow, and the Groot slang was slain. Knowing that he was about to escape with all of your gems, that timing could not have been better. So we are picking up with the Preventers in the aftermath of that fight, which essentially will likely be collecting their shit again and getting the fuck out of there. So we're going to pick up over there. Let me just get us on the right page here. And let me go look at the other thing, because also they dinged. Not that I think that's terribly important, but they're all level 14 now. So exciting times for everybody. Just double checking everything. All right. So congratulations today. Nenders, I know you're always so happy about it, but you are the winner of our inspiration, as well as Ryland with Flandy. So our 2 high rollers are the winners of inspiration for tonight. Everything should be fine. But congratulations, your teammates voted you in on that. But yes, we'll pick up with you guys. Literally, the sand has kicked up from where the body of this creature has fallen. But while you are victorious, a few people are still a little banged up. There's kind of, I think Hiroso got pretty banged up a little at the end, and Kemen as well. But everyone else is looking pretty healthy otherwise. But the Groot slang lays at your feet. And Preventers, you are victorious. So what would you like to do?
We have to get the gems. So Nyurja is gonna go up to the creature's neck and just start to try to go to the undersoft part and just start cutting inside of the throat and seeing where the gems have ended up.
All right, so you're basically just starting to cut this guy open.
Yep.
Go ahead. I will let you choose between a nature check or a survival check, and this kind of depends on how she's approaching this. So if you think that she's approaching it with the idea of let me see where it might be from the outside and then make my cuts, that would be your nature check. But if you're just going in there and kind of be like, we'll find out, that's your survival.
I would like to do, survival sounds more like what she would do at this point, because she...
Yeah, so go ahead and do that.
Sadly, I have +0, but to nature I have +3, but this is what she would do because she has the issue with the pipe smoke.
No, it's not so bad at all. But you're getting in there. This creature is also kind of gargantuan, which is part of the reason you're a little relieved that Mithril Majesty has a blade as long as it does, because you could really sink in quite a bit and start tearing at it. As you're going through it, you can see just the mouth and even the way it kind of connects with his esophagus. You're not entirely sure of the biology and such about this creature, but it's a little different than you're expecting. And even though you're cutting, you're not sure if maybe it's swallowed or it's somewhere else. Is it in the gut at this point? But right now you're not uncovering anything. Also, considering the size of it, the gems are pretty small. So this is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass if we're cutting and guessing, unfortunately.
Yeah, so she's, because she's now semi-sociopath, she's going to shout, a little help here! Can someone help me find our friends, if you don't mind?
All right. There are easier ways to do this. Such as all right. Hold on.
I don't think the Groot slang is going anywhere. We have time.
Shopping.
Yeah, she's just slicing it open.
Oh, handy.
So-
I was
so-
specifically not able to cast that spell.
Rylan's gonna like put his hand on the glaive with you and be like, "Relax, just breathe.
We
We will get
have
them.
to
Yeah,
get
yes.
them out.
Let me help you help them." And with that, he'll cast locate object, and he'll go for Zalzir's gem because that's just the first thing that'll pop in his mind.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. All right. So as soon as you cast the spell, you immediately feel a tug a little bit higher than where Nyurja was actually cutting. It looks almost like just this strange creature is very, very bizarre for many, many reasons. But it feels like it's almost still within the mouth of this creature. And you do remember that when it sucked the gems with its trunk, it kind of tucked it into its mouth. So it doesn't seem like it actually swallowed it, but instead that as if you've seen this thing spew venom, but you're noticing that it feels like it's in like where the physiology of a spider's venom sacs would be in the mouth. That's where it tucked the gems away. So you kind of locate that it's kind of higher, but like set back in the jaw a little bit.
Rylan, if we can't see it from like the actual opening of the mouth, Rylan will guide Nyurja with the glaive in the correct.
Get in there, yeah. You might need help like
Medical
keeping
precision.
the mouth open, but like you can absolutely, yeah, get in there.
She's gonna be-
Nyurja, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand as well.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not right there. A little to the left, little more left,
Yeah, yeah, okay,
right.
all right.
That's it.
Find it. Rylan's helping you, so you can roll that at advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Um,
That's a good
Ooh,
roll, man. That's a good
nice.
start.
she's gonna, and she's just gonna be like, okay, and just like
Nice.
be really frustrated the whole time.
Very nice. So as you start to slice, you, in relief, start watching as the first gem that comes out is a purple one, and then soon after that, an orange one, and then the yellow. But from that sack, you don't feel like you're getting any more from that pouch.
So
were
purple,
those-
orange, yellow.
Yes.
So we're still missing red and crown of tongues.
Correct.
All right. So Nyurja is
Yep.
gonna take
Hate it.
her gem and just start talking to move away and just start talking to Tridus because she can't see anymore in there.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll finish here.
You're probably scared. Tridus,
If I had to
haven't-
make an educated guess, there
You-
would be a different sack on the other, in the same place, but on this other side.
Yeah, hold on. And is this mouth big enough for him to actually get inside of?
Yeah, absolutely. You full body
He just
Rylan can fit in
hops
there.
on in.
I'll step up. I'll step
you
up and I'll
casting
just
light on?
prop the mouth open with my staff.
I'm casting light, like just like on Rylan's.
I can
like,
see.
like his helmet, so it's just like a
He's a
minor.
helmet.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see the sack. Cut it open then.
We have to touch the helmet, Valen. Are you up here?
I don't need to touch it.
He does not need to touch it. You can see.
You fucking weirdo.
My
It's helping you.
Oryx has to touch it, not me.
So Oryx just pecked Rylan in the head. Also,
I'm sure Ryland has a really shitty knife somewhere, and he'll take that out to help work on where he would guesstimate the rest of the sacks would be, and maybe more. Who knows? He's investigating and cutting things open.
Due to the nature of this creature and the nature of you, I think you would be able to tell, like, if this is similar to a snake's, there's a pouch on this side, there's a pouch on that side. So you kind of guide yourself over to, like, the symmetrical side and start cutting at it. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
You said persuasion, right?
I did not say persuasion.
I'm doing it athletically, I think. Yeah, right. You know, there's a lot of athleticism going into
It's
preparing
just-
some meat.
More of a dexterous type situation.
Oh, that was not supposed to be an advantage.
Oh,
Yep, there's that one. Go ahead and
that's
start
the
that counter.
one. I got it, Andy. Don't worry.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's on the board. Oh no, we forgot to reset. Hold on. You don't have two. That's impossible.
oh my god.
Okay, there you go. We're all set. You're on the board.
We started a counter.
You know where the pouch is, and you start cutting at it with your dagger, but it is a little bit deeper than you expected, which is part of the reason Myth Majesty was nice for this, because simply the length of the blade was very helpful, and you feel like you're just like kind of peeling away layers, but you're not getting at anything yet. You know where they are. You're not getting
at this
there
point, he's like, I've never had a snake this large to get it, so he's pulling out a spear from his fucking bag of holding, and he's just like jamming that in.
Javelin.
All right, for switching of your tactics, go ahead and roll me another one. Not an advantage, but because the thing is, you could probably get these things out. This is just seeing how easily or quickly you can do it.
Apparently,
Much
a spear was the way to go.
The spear is doing the job. You're able to kind of like pierce through and start cutting out. Much to your relief, after a little bit of time, you watch as the red one bounces out, as well as the crown. While you're there, go ahead and give me a, I don't know, I feel like both are not great. I don't remember. A nature or medicine check for you. I can't recall.
They're both similar.
Okay,
There's one
okay.
point different. Is there
Okay.
any like specific tactic that'll be different for either?
For nature, it would be more kind of recalling perhaps the anatomy of snakes in this situation, or elephants.
Okay.
For medicine, this would be more like, oh, I can kind of read the anatomy in front of me, as opposed to just
Okay.
kind of recalling knowledge.
All right, we're bad at history, so we're gonna go with the anatomy.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, very nice. Okay, so as you're kind of working your way through and you get those off, you also are kind of recognizing that, like, because these are sort of like the venom sacs, these are the ones that are kind of like immediately grabbed, essentially. So only the ones from your fight are going to be here. But this does actually continue a little bit further down the back of the throat. It doesn't quite reach the neck, but if you can get to sort of like the back of the throat, a little bit further into this mouth, there's a chance that there are other things that could be awaiting you.
hey, Valen!
Walking over.
Can you have Oryx bring me your dagger? Mine's a little dull.
Oh, did you need a dagger? I have one. I'm right here.
Oh shit! Hi.
He's holding the mouth open with his staff.
I forgot about that. Never mind, Valen. Somehow I missed the giant green fish man in front of me.
No, Nyurja grabbed the orange gem and walked out, so she's not there with you.
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt, but I did pick up Akabia because I was like, oh, well, right here. Just
Yeah,
that.
Riley would have
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
those
yeah.
out too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll hold
I
on to
imagine
Asgard
this
for a minute, unless Helga's up here. Helga, how was it? G? Yep.
Yeah, it's a D.
And if Korosa gives him a better knife, he'll give another shot at the rest of the stacks.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. That sounds so bad.
It's great.
Triple check, and I believe. I mean, it'll still be a magical knife. I was like, you're not going to attune to it, but here you go. We did flavor my moon sickle as like a diver's knife, so it is a knife.
Yep, I do remember that. All right. Are you, Kido, so I know you're handing this to him. Are you helping him in any way, or is it more just like, here you go, get to it?
I mean, I'll do whatever I can. Like, if it's
Okay.
an actual, like, physically help him slice, I feel like that's too many hands, but if
Oh,
I
yeah,
can see
well,
what he's doing and guide him
We're getting
anyway.
into a tight space right now. Sorry, I'm being swallowed. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting into a place where it's a little dicey to keep two people there, but if you have, another set of eyes, it can still help. So in that sense, if you're just close enough to kind of help guide,
Yeah.
then you're good. So, Ryland, this is going to be initially a sleight of hand,
Okay.
and then an investigation right after. And thankfully, your sleight of hand will be an advantage. Depending on this one, we'll see for your investigation.
Also,
Hey
just to
everybody,
mention-
are you level 14 in a campaign and just got asked to roll both of your 0 stats by your DM? Join us tonight. It's gonna be great.
I have.
Did you want me to do this?
He
He said with a slightly higher bonus.
wow.
You're more than welcome to.
Slightly higher bonus.
Yeah, I'll take my knife back and I'll do a sleight of hand, I guess.
Okay.
Do you want?
You get
Okay.
advantage.
All right.
Well, this is like I think. Wait, hold on. Let me hold. Actually, I don't even have to move. I can just hold it up from here. All right. So I saw if you follow this ventricle down, that's totally not the right word for this, but it sounds medical, so we're
It's
just gonna-
not. It's fine. We're good.
Just gonna shrug. If he says it's a ventricle, it's probably a ventricle.
It's a ventricle. Who knows? Not me. Go ahead. Okay, nice.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a
that
much
was the
better
threshold.
setting.
That was the threshold. All right.
No, I'm
nice.
just curious. I'm just gonna roll with the see what would happen.
I mean, you would have critted what would have happened.
I know, right? Now it's gonna be like you would have rolled a banana.
Oh, all right. All
Good
right.
roll. Yeah. See, there you go.
Okay. I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust it.
You didn't. Sometimes you gotta just trust. But you thankfully, with the guidance of Ryland, are able to kind of start slicing away at this, and you can actually see that the two pouches, essentially, where the venom would go, kind of lead back into one. So it connects it as one in the back, which seems to just kind of hold whatever might be in there. And even as you're slicing, you're starting to feel other things. They feel very small, and especially considering you're in this gigantic creature's mouth, it feels incredible that they even stayed here. They don't seem to be kind of dissolving or anything like that. But this is when I'll need your investigation check to see exactly how many things you can get out, and if you can tell how many are there as well.
Hold on. Let me get my antlers in there a little bit better for you, so you can have more light.
Uh-huh.
In fact, you know what you are looking for. I was just the hands on the knife. If you had a better bonus here, perhaps.
Oh, it's still 0. That's.
Oh well, then it doesn't matter, I suppose.
But I'll help you. Look. If I see a shiny, I'll holler.
Do you guys want to roll one each?
Sure.
I've been waiting for a moment to see if I could chime in, but yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not been
I
happening.
don't think if there's room for a third person.
They're making noise in the throat of this thing, so you know what they're doing. So
The whole time you're
there's absolutely room for a third person, but Helda, go right ahead.
Wonderful. Okay. Like I said, I've been waiting for a moment. Did not find a moment to chime in. Anyway, yeah. I think she would just come in and try to help out with the investigation. She hears there's shinies in here, so she's very, very motivated to find them.
Oh, hey, here. By the way, I'm sure he misses you.
Thank you.
You immediately
Jam
hear
with
the-
the person.
You immediately hear the back in your head. Just, I was attached to the thing. I didn't know what it was. But go ahead and roll me investigation as you are looking for this fraction.
All right.
Do we get to
Alright.
assist?
This is an advantage because your buddies are with you.
Yay!
Okay.
And she gets a special. I've been hunting things in the desert bonus, right? Holy damn!
Doesn't need it. Does not need it. All right. So you watch as Helda just kind of, like almost unthinkingly, just kind of gets in there. It almost feels like instinct. Like, all right, this is where they'll kind of settle. You can feel like just kind of where the little bits of firmness are. It's kind of gross because you're literally like feeling around in a still warm body's like pouch, but you're able to kind of identify a few things. You wind up pulling out. I'll give you a list of this. So don't worry. As I say this out loud, a topaz, an emerald, a diamond, a black sapphire, and a ruby. On top of that, you're able to kind of wrap your fingers around a couple of other things in there that don't feel like gems. There's one that in particular that feels kind of long, and you wind up pulling out what looks like a wand of some kind. The wand itself looks like it's made of metal, and you can actually see a skull is on top of it. But in the skull, you see 2 diamonds that are kind of in each of the eye sockets instead. And wrapped around it, kind of holding it in place. Yeah, wrapped around it, holding it in place is looks like metallic hands, just kind of like cupping the sides of this skull, acting as a rod or a wand of some kind. You also find another gem that, when you're looking at it, you're able to recognize this is not a mundane gem. This is magical of some kind. You're not sure exactly what's going on, but it looks like a ruby at a glance. But there seem to be extra sort of details on it that suggest it's something else. And the last thing that you find while you're in there, at first it feels like stone, and you're like, this is obviously something must be embedded in this. And as you're able to kind of pull it free, you recognize that this looks like a belt of some kind that is, it looks like it's carved out of stone. But in front of it, you're able to recognize that there are 4 different gems embedded within the stone itself. And you're not entirely sure, obviously. You know that this one is certainly magical as well, just from the craftsmanship of it alone. But the gems that were embedded in this item make it a target for the Groot slaying. So you guys are able to come across these. I'm going to share with you the items that you have just found.
Coolamundo.
1 second. Incredible
I-
roll.
I
You needed a
think-
25
Nicely
to find
done.
all of the items, and you found all the
Oh,
items.
shit.
So with a
Cool.
27, you
Turns
got
out.
it.
Whoa.
So that,
I think as she's pulling out the item, she would just like restrain herself from putting them into her bag.
yeah.
Just like no.
The staff
Yeah.
right now is just like, ah!
I was very excited. Yeah, I
It
also
reminds me
realized.
of that gif with that
I
guy
was gonna
that's
say,
like,
yeah, that you figured it out. Good job, Foos.
Yeah, no, you're good. I forgot I put that there already. But yes, you found some items. I'm gonna be sharing it with yours. This
Good
was
job,
the
Hilda.
belt you
I-
found.
Thought this
Okay.
was something else, and I was like, Foos, you're evil.
I saw you looking at me, and I was like, "What is your deal, man?"
You
What is
like
your
half
deal?
described the wand of Orcus, which
Oh
Nethers
no,
knows
you're
what that is.
good. You're good. Stop worrying.
Balin would
It is.
Instantly
there you
fall
go.
to the dark side.
Ooh, look at
Um,
all the pitties.
So you got those.
Wow.
And then on top of that, you have found these gems. And Helda, go ahead and give me an investigation check for the gems. This is more or less you kind of appraising them because this is kind of in your wheelhouse. You don't get advantage, but you will lower the DC just because of your background.
okay, let us
Snaps.
pray, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, nice. No, you're good. You 20 was the DC to
All right.
identify all of them, so you nailed it. No worries. You're good. You're good to go. You're able to recognize that both the ruby and the sapphire, the black sapphire, have a value of about 5,000 gold each. The diamond is about 2,000, the emerald 1,000, and the topaz 500.
Topaz 500 sounds like a race.
Topaz 500, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yep.
does.
It sounds like a race from like Mario Party or something. Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
Yeah. All right.
No.
But that is what you're able to pull from the body.
Awesome.
That's just pretty.
I guess we'll navigate outside of its mouth again
If you
Yeah.
don't,
Imagine.
with all of
Does
its
Helda
stuff.
have any other inclination that there might be more inside?
With your investigation, you were able to deduce that you pulled everything from it.
Very good then.
So, who wants to carve a keepsake so we can prove to the kings that this beast is slain?
I was just thinking that these tusks are probably quite valuable for those who would want them.
I think while y'all are having that conversation, Ryland's like up top and he's not doing like a selfie thing, but he's kind of like he's reaching out to my leaky real quick and be like, "You know, Carly, look what I found! Look what I found! we found it and we got it and it was very mean and he's no longer able to harm other things. But look what we found!"
Amazing. All right. I'm going to hop to Nyurja because she was the first to kind of reconnect with her gem with Trinus. But as soon as you kind of exit the mouth and connect with her, while you're doing this, just for timeline's sake, the boys are still digging around in the mouth. So this happened a little bit earlier, but we're running it now essentially. But the moment she reconnects with you, feeling your scales against the gem, you just kind of hear an immediate sigh of relief, and then I wasn't sure you were going to find me again.
Of course I would. I will never leave you alone. Unless you want to be left alone. You know what I'm saying. Are you alright? You okay?
I'm fine. It was a strange creature to be attached to.
Yeah? What did you feel? Or hear?
I can only feel or hear if I establish a connection, and I refused, so.
Oh.
I mostly sensed aggression.
That tracks. Okay. They're doing stuff with the body. Can I help you with anything else? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. You
Okay.
can. I'm relieved to be back.
I'm glad you're back too. I'll find a better way to strap the gem onto me somehow. Sorry about that. Sorry. And then she puts the gem somewhere behind her armor, where like maybe in the chest, where it's like stuck in between the shirt and her skin or something like that, just so a place where she can sort of like tighten it up, like this is not going anywhere, kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, really strapping it down.
Yeah,
No problem. But you're able to.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, and then she's just gonna go back and just watch everybody and just wait for instructions. She's not gonna, make any suggestions or do anything like that. But if you guys need her to do something, you can ask her. She's just not thinking very far beyond herself at the moment.
And yeah, gotcha. No problem. Hey, thanks, Shiny. I appreciate it.
No, stop it! God damn it!
Let's go. Yeah, so a few things were kind of happening at the same time. I think Kemen kind of resumes or goes back to the front of the mouth and like keeps it open for you guys while you're a little bit further down. But with the items received, I'll say that the rest of the team comes out, and you are all outside of the Groot slang with your respective gems and such.
Free
And,
prestidigitations for everyone.
Okay, good.
And-
Like they're
yeah,
covered in
Let's ask
saliva.
how briny
and-
are we? Yeah.
There's actually like a bit of almost like greenish residue on most of you, where like the saliva is clear, but you're recognizing some of the poison that came out from the mouth was kind of just like residing in the mouth. So you got a little bit on you, but you come out and Valen is able to pull it out, pull it off you, thankfully. But
before we came out, Rylan did want to do a detect magic. Not specifically looking for items, but more so looking for maybe, this is gonna sound gross, but organs or something along those lines that might be magical in nature to like help with magic items, or maybe a patch on his belt, something to that effect.
like magic components kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think before you do this, you would kind of understand that it wouldn't necessarily detect the magic in it, because it's kind of like you need to take something that's relatively mundane and then fuse it to something, and that's the magic that happens. So in its current state, it wouldn't be magic. But I think Ryland would still be trying to see if there's anything there for it. So I would let you roll a either survival or medicine.
Yep, medicine it is.
Okay.
I had to double check. I was like, yep, nope.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, nat 3. It's all right. You rolled really well when you needed to. You did good. It's a little hard to tell. For the most part, this creature was certainly one of like physicality, right? Like it physically like pulled the gems off of you. It was just stomping on people. The only thing you can consider is maybe, however, it produced that spray of venom. Because it certainly wasn't from the fangs, and you can see the venom pouches that are here are not meant for that at all. So if you can perhaps find whatever poison situation is going on in here, that might be doable, but otherwise, it's gonna be a little hard. This is Flandy looking at his stats and seeing
Oh, this is Flatty looking at if he has detect poison, because I feel like that is a spell, but I don't think I have it ready to or at all.
I think it is a spell, isn't it? Or am I
It
crazy?
is. It's a first level
Poison?
spell that I don't currently have prepared.
Oh, I don't have it prepared either. This is the one. That's it.
This forever adds to the Ryland's hatred of
The
poison
legend
spells
of
and
poison is viral.
for real.
Legend of
Oh my
unprepared
God.
poison continues.
Mhm.
I think for flavor, Rylan would just kind of like at this point, this is where he's like trying to find it, and that's what kind of gives him the idea to talk to my Lakey and show him it, and I think he'll kind of cheese on the end of it, like, you wouldn't happen to let me just cast a detect poison in this thing, would you? I'm really trying to figure out where it came from, and I feel like he's more like rattling off with it, just remembering, not expecting to get any sort of like actual connection here, but just like, it'd be really great if I could just find out where this poison was.
You guys just hear Ryland's voice like echoing out of the mouth of this creature as he just talks to my Leaky. But yeah, unfortunately, you're not able to locate it on your own. But I will just mention, as you are all kind of reconnecting with your gems as well, Akabia with Kiroso just immediately is just, oh, what the hell was that?
Could you not sense it? It is some abomination cross between a giant snake and an elephant.
Abomination is right.
It should not have been in this desert, and it is not now. I'm glad you are safe.
I, for a moment, wondered if that was going to be my home for a while. But I'm glad
No.
it wasn't.
It would not be acceptable. It had to die regardless, but it had to die even more so to recover you.
Thanks for recovering me.
Well, it seems a rope tied to my own may not be the most secure housing, but it is what I have. So that is where I will be placing you, but I will not be leaving you behind.
I don't imagine you expected to encounter a elephant snake monster.
Well, after the first time, I did then perhaps expect to one day see it again. Perhaps not so soon. But it is good we did. It is troublesome to have seen it in this desert at all.
Agreed. She seems like a little rattled, and actually, you can give me an insight check if you'd like to kind of
Give you all
Perhaps you
sorts of
are.
an insight check.
give me all of the insight checks. Is that even showing? It's not. There we go. Okay. Fuck. Nice. 23. Holy shit. Okay. With your 23, in kind of focusing in on her a little bit, as she does clearly seem a little bit rattled, it feels like it's more, as you so aptly put, that it was an abomination of some kind. Being a person of nature, it felt like maybe she was trying to make heads or tails of whatever the fuck she was connected to, and just couldn't, and was kind of whirling in, almost like confusion, and a little bit of like just being repulsed by it. So very relieved to not be there anymore.
Well, we kind of covered it. I'll let her process that and just be like, this is a person I'm attached to now. This is much better. Just wallow in the better place you are in now, and
Exactly.
we'll get about our business.
Okay. By the way, Ryland, as you are looking for this pouch, you are being nearly serenaded with all of the relief this incubus can muster. Essentially, it's just, oh, I can't believe. I thought for a second I was going to be stuck there forever. It's so nice to. You don't even have to talk. It's fine. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just going to, sit here and just be relieved and grateful to be in your presence. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well,
Wow.
we're here.
You thought I was
You
gonna
seem
leave
busy,
you in there.
But,
You silly.
well, it couldn't.
Hey, can you smell poisons?
I can't smell. I don't have a working nose. Anyway, if I
I don't know.
could, I would happily lend you my talents. Oh, I will always lend you my talents. But if it's something else that I can help with,
Well, so you see, we have these sacks here, and there's supposed to be venom sacks if it was actually a snake, but it's an elephant now. So now, where did they get the poison spray from?
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly an expert on elephants or snakes.
All right, I'll get you a book on that too.
Oh, joy. Joy. It is joy. Anything you like.
I love this dichotomy of Ryland. It's like, phew.
Yeah. Ryland's like, good man.
Dip off
Oh
on
my
lip. What?
God. Amazing. As all this is happening as well, Helda, we did mention it for a moment, but you do hear Asgeneth in your mind immediately kind of shouting as if he is ready to still be in combat, even though it's clearly ended. But afterwards is just, puny. Oh, hello. We're back.
Hi.
Hi.
Beauty.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good.
It was kind of fun watching it hit people though, a little bit.
As long as you're happy.
Okay.
This is like
You seem kind of cool.
I like how we have one gem who's like, I could have been happy there.
Yeah. It's just like, you could have left me there. I don't mind stomping on people. That's totally fine. But you do sense that Asgenith is kind of like, all right, we're back. Cool.
Asgenith's vote is most likely to change sides.
Probably.
He just wants someone who's fighting all the time, and that could have been the case. Who knows? But you do feel the benefits for all of you. The benefits of your gems are returning to you. So, and make sure that you add your +1 or +2s depending on what they are. And you're really united. As all this is happening, by the way, Valen, you for a moment just. So thanks for not letting go of me.
Yeah, no problem. Once I realized what it did, I got as far away as I could.
Yes, and I think that saved us.
Agreed. I'm going to. Usually, distance is my policy. I'm gonna enforce that a little bit more in the future.
Considering our strengths, we should probably never be very close to something. And yet I see you very close to many things. So this is also why I wanted to commend you on your decision to, for once, not be in stabbing range of a thing.
Fortunately, a lot of my magics require me to be close to my friends.
Sounds like a horrible mistake, but thankfully none that you made today.
We can discuss that later, I suppose.
Also notice you just got advantage from Maya, so whatever roll you roll next is that advantage.
Maya, thank
Awesome.
you.
Has everyone declared the loot, or?
As you're saying this, you see Oryx fly back with your circlet in his hands, in his little claws.
I love you, little buddy. He'll reaffix the crown. But I don't know. Did Helda declare the loot? I don't want to stomp on her toes.
Yeah, she would have.
Okay. If you have any magic items, I can.
Does anyone here? Would she know if anyone's like fond of the treasures here, of the shinies, like she is, or even?
You certainly have not gotten that vibe from anyone.
Oh, okay. You were seeing her looking despondent. Then she's like, "Who do I share the love of the shinies with here?" Like, "Oh, look at this gem! Look at that gem!"
I could make use of that ruby, or at least half of it in a powderized form.
You want to cut it up?
The horror.
Yeah, that's
What's wrong with you?
Look, it is not I who creates the reagents that magic requires, but we can split it in half, and you can keep one side, and I'll smash the other. And
smash the other.
Meanwhile, Ryland's up top just screaming, "Where the fuck did the venom come from?"
In addition to any items that you have found, I can identify if you give me 10 minutes per item.
I can too. You see, just pull down her goggles.
Oh.
I was about to ask if the preventers used someone to identify things, but it sounds like the two of you can do this. Did you have some way of contacting, well, I do not know, but the kings directly? How often do you bother them? But someone within the palace. It is a journey, but there is enough probably valuable essence of Groot slang that could be collected by whomever.
You mean the body?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, Kiroso, can you hold up that tusk? And then she is like pointing with Mithra Majesty at one of the tusks, and she just holds Mithra Majesty above her head as if she's going to chop it if you hold it up.
I'm still in here.
What? Oh. Well, do you need to be
I can't
in
see
there?
this. I can't see this at all. I'm just.
I know, it's just funny to hear that.
I suppose there are two things I would say. First, Ryland is still inside this mouth, so perhaps we will hold a moment. But also, if we cut back, we can pull it out at the root and not cut any tusk unnecessarily.
You want to pull it out at the root? It's bigger than I am.
Well, yes, but I will show you where to cut. Or, well, I think you should cut.
All right.
We could
okay, where?
ask the kings to scry on us and see if they need anything specific.
Oh, if you have a way of doing this and you want to talk to the kings directly, I did not want to suggest.
Valen, history check.
Oh god damn! Scrying broke. You broke Scrying, didn't you? God damn it! Ain't nothing worse. That's a
If you
history.
scry, somebody else will see.
Damn! Holy shit!
Look at
Okay.
that. Damn.
Yeah. You do remember
Damn.
that when the kings were telling you about like certain communications seemed to be compromised, scrying was one of them. So you're fairly certain that whatever is compromising the sending would also be able to see through a scry.
Okay. He's gonna send a message regardless via sending. I think I still have the prepared. I do. Look at me, good boy.
He's like, I don't know if I have it, but I'm pretty sure I do.
Self-praised.
Good job, Passners. He's going to, just explain that we have killed the Groot slaying. Unsure of any elements of it that you may want. We'll be back in the city within a day or two.
Okay.
Oh.
There's a slight pause, and then you hear, truly. If you have the capability to mark where you are, we can send collectors.
It's like a 4-day walk. Mark it with what?
Don't think collectors, they work for the
It's a-
Reapers.
It's a corpse like 100 feet long. I don't know if I can beat that. All right.
Go past the first 6 dunes, take a left, you can't miss it.
Yes.
Okay. Mark the corpse. There's nothing even close in my magic arsenal that can.
Hold on, I'm getting my MGRS coordinates for my watch. Stand by.
Oh my god.
Valen, how about we set something on fire? Can they see fire and smoke from there?
No,
What is it you're trying to
I
do?
don't think so. Maybe. Also, what can we burn that would last? Besides the corpse, which is just be rank. We're trying to mark the kings would like us to mark the corpse, so that it could get collected. I'm not unaware of any way to mark a corpse.
It is quite large already.
We're like 100 miles away, right? Like I can't imagine.
I could make
Like the curvature of the
significant-
Earth comes into effect.
I could make a significant change to the surroundings, but they would only last 24 hours.
Talking to you, I feel like I went down the wrong path. 24 hours?
Yes. It would not be a real change. It would be an illusion, but it would last for 24 hours. If they can move quickly, it would be a marker.
Okay. If we do that, and then we can figure out exactly where we are, like in terms of like directions, like almost like.
I don't know. Can I figure out where we are directions-wise?
But
Yeah,
help
the
me
map.
out. You took orientation classes. Like degrees? Like, you know what I'm
Longitude
saying?
and latitude of where we is.
Like how do you?
We have a map. We know where we go. Where we are trying to go. We know whereabouts we are.
Yeah.
Can
Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I mark the map and like sending fax it over?
Yeah, right.
You cannot fax your map over.
Also, the amount of encryption decryption that would need to be done to successfully send the information for a map encrypted would be ridiculous.
This is wild. Okay.
You need at least 5 sendings.
Okay. You are quite a bit of a journey away from the kings, obviously, but you do know that they have plenty of magical power on their sides. So it does sound like, just also the confidence in which Mytho responded to you. It didn't sound like getting there was going to be a problem. They just needed to know where.
All right. Kuroso, I need
Yes.
you to help me ascertain where we are in terms of distance and degrees, or just whatever from the city.
Need a range and bearing notice. That's what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask this particular question of the DM.
Mhm.
One of the first little features I got is I cannot become lost in the desert. Does that mean I know where I am?
Oh,
That's fantastic.
That's
I also have a
Pulls
mystic
out map.
connection to a specific body of water in the town we're looking for, so I don't know if I can just feel it.
Do you have
You do.
Skywrite? Can you just make an arrow?
I can. If you want to give me a long rest, I can get you a Skywrite.
There's a
But
It
giant
opens
obelisk.
a portal, 3 biplanes come out and just start smoke riding in the sky.
Jeez. All right. Can you post the you can't be lost in the desert thing just so I have the.
it just says you cannot
verbiage.
become lost in the desert.
Okay, you have advantage on. Okay, that was essentially what I was going to have you do anyway. Is essentially, this is more Kidoso being able to translate it to some like a language that other people would understand, because it's almost like you understand what's going on. How would you best describe it to them? So survival at advantage, to just see how well you could essentially give directions. Again, past 6 dunes on your left, can't miss it.
All right, and I can mark the area as well. So that's
Whew, yeah. Yeah. Kidoso is quite confident he can relay some info that would make it easy for someone to locate this place.
Okay. To cut down 5 minutes of unnecessary details, furthermore than I've already taken this, I'm gonna cast sending again, and I imagine with Kidoso and Vela they could pre-package a message that conveys all that information in an efficient.
Did you want me to
No
mark
problem.
the area or just give directions?
Porque no los dos.
How much is it? Would it encumber you?
It would take a modicum of magical energy and about 10 minutes.
If you're okay with sparing that, I think they'd appreciate it.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I'll take 10 minutes here and hallucinate some terrain.
What are you gonna make it look
Circle
like?
I'm double checking what my limits are. Structures are not changed, and I can't make them. Okay, Mirage Arcane lets me make structures. That's what I was
Hi,
double
Dubs.
checking. So essentially, I'm just gonna make a little oasis with a really tall tree. That's the key bit.
Just one tall tree. Got it. Okay. Amazing.
So it's
That's
150
the
feet of
Druid
tree.
solution. You're gonna put a sequoia in the middle of this desert.
Jeez.
I mean, it'll be obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. All right. So the spell goes off, and everyone, after 10 minutes of Kidoso casting, watch as the space just turns into an illusion of an oasis with sort of lush plant life around it and a very large tree. 150-foot tall palm tree. Just in the same space.
I think they should notice this.
Rat.
And then, yeah, so you'll give you your directions so you can pre-package them into a 25-word message.
Hey, Valen,
Yes, sir.
do you think your friend Jub would want one of these tusks?
Oh, that's a good call. I didn't even think about that.
I think I found a kind of small one here. It's about the length of my forearm.
Of a tusk?
I was waiting
Oh,
for. No, that bitch is way longer.
I was like, if you break off a piece, sure, but like if you're going for full, there's no, absolutely not.
Yeah, if you
I
can
let me
get
go
a,
for like while he's inside, like just try and carve out one of the tusks. One of the ones that looks the smallest.
yeah,
Maybe it could be a baby tusk.
if you can get the smallest one, and you know, or a chunk of one, I think he complete bones are better, but
I think Rylan would remember that, so I think he would try and extract it, kind of like what Koros was saying earlier with the go to the root, don't just swing the thing off.
I mean, if you are looking for bones, you would also know that like pulling out a tooth would work, and that would be a full solid bone. So you don't necessarily need a tusk, but like it would be big, yeah. But it would like but it wouldn't.
Finger's always
yeah.
better, Foos. Let's go.
Are you going for the tusk instead?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just for clarification, full tusk or like a piece?
Full tusk.
Dude, that's just it's like
Can
18
Nyurja
feet long.
assist since she was already on this path
Yes.
and she got a little bit of information from Kiro?
I'm just-
Yes.
A full tusk is like 15 feet long. Just
That's fine.
just-
We got this.
Okay.
That's what bag of holdings are for.
Yeah.
So you're breaking.
It's not gonna fit in the bag.
Big.
Put it on the ground. We're gonna try and make it fall in.
I had to fold that dude up to get him in the bag. I can't.
Hold that dude.
All right. Would you like to try for a test? What are you doing with it?
What the
What is the next step if you manage to get this off?
I imagine. I don't know. Are we trying? Like, I don't know if he's been. Are we?
You can't even handle what you're doing right now.
It's what Rylan would do. Rylan doesn't think of where the cord goes afterwards. He's just being nice.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Maybe we could get far enough away for Jub to come see this thing.
You understand? I'm probably gonna have to carry this out.
And you're just gonna say, yeah, that's what I was saying. Just cut it. And then she pulls Mithra Majesty again over her head. Yeah, let's just cut it. It's better.
Hold on. Why don't we take a tooth or some smaller? I don't know. Do they have phalange? I don't know.
It has a
really?
spine, I can tell you this.
Get a vertebrae. Now the tooth is probably still smaller. Let's just go with the tooth.
Tooth is definitely smaller. Yeah, vertebrae? No, vertebrae would be huge. A tooth is probably
by
the
tail,
smallest
you know,
bone.
when it gets real nice and small. You know,
Oh,
when it's
okay.
nice.
Right. Where you get to the end. Right. If you go to the very end of the tail, that's pretty small.
I'll get a couple. All right. There's a swipe here. A little lower.
Yep. All right.
Oh, God.
Right. Don't.
Are you sure you don't have us gonna?
Don't move. Just be still.
No, I got him.
Rylan has his shield up.
All right. I'm not gonna have you roll for it. It's not an issue.
Okay.
You're able to detach the last 3 vertebrae of the bone, and even so, the very last piece is it's a solid thick chunk, but it's at least manageable. It's kind of just a big hand, like a big melon for Rylan's big hand. But then you're able to dislodge, I would say, just 3 pieces from there. So you have 3 solid bones.
Sweet. Are any of them bag of holding size, or do I need to roll them down?
Yeah, no, they're fine. Yeah, they're small enough to get in there. Jesus. Just,
You want to eat a tooth?
No. The meat. Can we use the meat?
I mean, you can cook snake. It's very very particular.
But
I guess most of the times it's just because the venom sacs that can go super far deep into. I still don't know where the venom is, so I don't think we should eat it.
It's
Eating
not. But it's not
predatory
really.
creatures is how you get parasites.
But it's not really. But if you cook it enough, but it's not really snake. It's not really an elephant. Hey, Kuroso, can we eat this?
But there's still venom, and we don't know where it is, and that's the whole purpose. Is why it's careful. Not very many people eat snake for that reason.
But what if it vomits venom like I vomit lightning? You know what I'm saying? I just burp it out.
That's a
You
good.
vomit lightning?
Do you have
Yeah.
lightning sacs?
I don't know what I
Do
have.
you have lightning sacks?
I don't think I have lightning sacs. I just kind of burp. That's it.
The only thing I can tell you for certain is that you can definitely eat it once.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's
even
funny.
further into.
I
No,
thought it
but
was.
we have
good.
plenty of other food. We shouldn't eat this. Also, he was kind of a jerk.
Who? The Groot slaying?
Yeah, we tried to talk about it, and he spoke to us in common, I might add, and was still a jerk and wanted to steal our prize gems.
He still is kind of like an animal to me, so I'm not surprised. Anyway, we should keep going.
Hey,
What?
Ryan's playing therapist right now in his mind. He's like, I don't know how to handle this, so I'm just gonna wait for severe later.
Nyurja doesn't know how to handle
Tuck
this.
that away.
she's fucked
Amazing.
right now. Just completely
Yeah,
fucked.
she's still a sociopath
You're
because of
doing
her fucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
You're doing fantastic.
This is
Riley's
really.
just like,
I
I
have no
don't.
idea. I have no
It's
idea.
fantastic.
Clarifying
Okay. Huh.
thought. The
Sure.
sandstorm died when the Grootslang did, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Just occurred to me, especially because I would have had to drop control winds to cast for 10 minutes.
Right. No. Yeah. No, you're done with the sandstorm. I didn't describe that, so thank you for asking. But
I
it did stop.
I figured it
once
was
went
gone.
down. Mhm. Also, in fighting the creature, I would again not have you roll for this because you would be able to just kind of deduce it. But it kicked up so much sand with almost every move it did. And even when it kind of stomped into the sand, it seemed like more than expected sand kind of flew up into the space. So you would actually be able to kind of figure out that that's probably part of its hunting tactics. Because obviously, any creature would see this thing coming from miles away and doesn't necessarily have any good stealth. So some of the sandstorms that you've seen in the past could have been created by this creature as well.
Jesus. Do we get those items identified? I don't know how your glasses work. Are
Oh.
I can only do one, unfortunately. It wasn't a big problem back when we were all together, but I can only do one.
Oh.
Say
I'll
both
be-
together.
Well, which one do you want to do? And I'll do one, and then I'll do the other.
Hold on. What do you mean both?
What are you talking about?
No,
We
she
have-
said yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean both? Who's the other? What's the other?
What are you talking
She
about?
seemed to like think for a second, like, I don't know. I remember that there were some of us that had a lot of these. She just starts touching her goggles. So it wasn't a problem if we ran into a few items.
Do you mind if I see that when you're done?
Not a problem. Just be
Okay.
careful with it. I think she would pull
we're
it
gonna-
down and she would cast it on the pretty looking gem.
Ah, the mastery gem. All right. So you immediately find out that there's kind of a strange feeling to this gem. You are actually obviously able to recognize that the name of it is a mastery gem, but there's something about it that feels kind of domineering in some way. And as you're kind of identifying it, you're able to tell that this seems to change a magic item, most likely for the better in some cases, but it kind of does it by force, which if there is a sentient creature in there, it might not be great. But it essentially makes it so that if you attune to an item that, say, is only attunable by a certain class or even a race, depending on what it is, it can bypass that altogether. But it lodges into said magic item and cannot be used again.
Oh.
Fascinating. Okay.
Could have used that for a certain someone's crown.
What?
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 Like, I didn't know the lich was in there. Don't blame me.
Don't be mad.
You found out.
And for Nenners, which one are you going for first?
Of course, the wand with the skull on top.
Why?
You know, we go
Nenners?
for the belt. Rylan likes the
Why?
belt.
if Rylan does
No,
flip,
Rylan's fine, you're
naturally he will switch to the belt. But if
It
that's
just
who
gets
does it,
funnier the more it's like, I need two. I need to put one belt and put another one above it.
He needs to hold up his pants extra well. Gotta.
But in
There it is.
recognizing and identifying this, oh no,
I knew it was coming.
God damn it! In casting your identify, I imagine all this was kind of happening in tandem with things, so likely while hallucinatory terrain was going off, identifies and such were happening too, so we're not going to waste too much time with it. But you recognize that this is called the Naga's Caduceus of Rebirth. When you find it, this one has
It's medical.
two of the diamonds in its eyes, and you're able to recognize that you can use your action to cast the Revivify spell from it. Once it does do that, one of the diamonds will shatter. So essentially you have two Revivifies attached to this wand. And part of the reason it is rather nice is that it doesn't require attunement. It seems as though anyone who's able to pick it up and understands what it does can go ahead and use it for a revivify.
Cool.
Could Valen deduce that this might be refillable by Kudugu? Or make an Arcana check to make that deduction?
Yeah, Arcana check for that.
All right. Do I? I can never remember if I have advantage with those. Hold on.
I don't remember either.
We're
both just like, I don't know.
Every time.
Yeah. Those are the rules.
Let's go with yes.
Activated all wisdom and investigation. Okay, so it's investigation.
So not Arcana.
Got it.
Yep.
Alrighty. So advantage off. Thank you, Maya, for the advantage before. That was dope.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Very helpful. Oh shit.
Hold on. Did you get it?
You have advantage. You have advantage.
Yeah.
No, I rolled the. I already burnt my advantage on the history check. You had me roll.
You did?
Wait, I
All
thought it was
cards
after
on the
that.
table.
Okay, my bad. I thought you did have advantage on this one. My bad. Shit. Yep, that's one. Okay.
All right.
No, it's not.
So that brings it to a 24.
Much better. Much better. We have to get you on the board too, though. There you go. Okay.
No, it doesn't count.
It does count. Okay, with this, yeah, there's certainly a chance that it could be added to it. It would likely be something that she could do in like a day or two. But this does seem pretty incredible, like as a magic item itself. The fact that it's not attunable also makes it feel like it's meant to be fleeting. So if it can be done, it might be a little expensive, but this is probably extremely rare.
Worth it at that point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll
It only says rare, so it's not extremely rare. Come on.
cast exposition and inform everyone what this does. And if anybody wants to hold on to it in particular, obviously you can. We'll have that off to the side, and then he'll do the belt for Rylan because he wants to see some WWE action.
You're immediately sad to recognize that this belt is called Belt of the Four Elements, and it is a required attunement by a monk. But
We can fix that.
That's true. You have a gem that can fix that. You can put on anyone now. But you recognize that each of the gems represent a kind of extra damage that someone with monk abilities could use. So the air is lightning damage, the earth is thunder damage, the fire is fire damage, the water is cold damage. But the idea is that they get an extra little bit of damage, which with each hit, as long as they kind of have a particular gem activated at the moment.
I think I'll
I
take
know
that.
a certain monk that might like this.
I'll take that. Could also just have shadow boxing.
But all the descriptions should now be on the items, so you can read the details if you need to.
Helda, I believe this suits your talents best. If you want to take a look.
Yeah.
Was she? My question always been like, how does someone pick up an item and realize, hey, this is for a monk?
They
Do they just
identify it
do
with
that, or
magic
you
that
cast
tells you
identify?
what it is.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Their instructions.
Because imagine you're running around with a spear, like only an orc can use this.
Orc.
Well, it's usually only an orc can tap into the
Attune.
magic of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Like you would, if it was a spear that was only used by orcs, you could still use it as a spear. You just wouldn't get the extra perks of the magic,
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
You wouldn't get the mighty orms of Krishnak.
Okay. And
Yep.
Valen would have explained what it does.
Oh yeah, of course. Exposition fully. We're just trying to. I don't want to get too bogged down in the deets. These are dope items, though. Foos, good job.
Pretty.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks.
No, it was just funny that he was like, "These are dope, though. Good job." Thanks, Ed. Thank you.
Rylan would just kind of like with the rod of Scaduce's recommend that somebody who's not a healer or does not have the capability to cast Revivify carry it. But make sure that everybody knows what to do and how to use it.
It's more like a boop and less of a bunk, but that's really.
And
Your teammates down, and you're just like, whack! Get up!
And anytime you go to use it, you have to yell clear. I don't know what that does.
Well, many items have an activation phrase, and it sounds like that is the activation phrase.
Yes. You have to, but you also have to make sure that you are in fact clear.
I assume that will be instinctual because I am not certain how I am clear. I am unclear at clearness.
I don't think I'm
Where?
fair.
Damn it, we used to charge. The Groot slang is back.
It's been at least 20 minutes for us to identify. It's well outside of Rivify.
You're like, I'm gonna test it out. Boop. Ah, fuck.
God dang it.
I mean, that's how you get to level 15, baby.
It's only got one hit point, though, so just boop it again and you'll be fine.
It's missing a few teeth. Where's your poison?
The end of the tail is cut off. It's like, what the fuck happened? Anyway, okay. So, magic items identified, hallucinatory terrain activated. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I gotta mark my spell slot.
Oh, which reminds me, Ryland asked to see Helda's goggles.
Oh yeah,
Yes, thank you. Correct. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Ryland would do his after seeing it, he'd do his best just to see if he can't like read like a name on the side of it, maybe like a something that sounds like it's from a group or a company, organization. Nothing too crazy.
Taking a look. Hey, Active just gave you guys 500 gold. Vendors
man.
left down.
Thanks,
I'm on it, please. I'm on it.
All right, good.
Yeah,
good.
piggy.
He's even lore friendly. He accidentally ate some gold pieces with his gems, and we found it in there.
Pig heisting, yeah, exactly. The pig went on a heist, came back with some. But yes, as you're kind of looking over this, I won't necessarily have you roll anything for it. Just take a look. It is clearly a magic item, which also means that like it doesn't really deteriorate normally, right? So like names can be kind of scratched off, or something can kind of be taken off, or whatever. But looking over it, you're pretty confident that this doesn't have any identifiable, lack of a better word, because it does identify, markings on it or even names attached to it. It does feel like,
Hey, Toast.
obviously it's toast o'clock. It does kind of feel like it's part of a set, and you're not entirely sure why that is. Maybe it's just because of like the design of some kind of something, but no markings otherwise.
Huh, that's weird.
Toast.
There's no names on it or anything, but I do feel like it yearns for another.
What?
Well, not like another person, but like it.
Like in my book?
What books
What?
do you read?
Nyurja would know this already.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the romance books. Got it. Yeah. Is that what you mean? She reads romance books. Is that what you
No.
mean? Is that what you're talking about?
The way you're
Do your
pronouncing
goggles
that,
want to
romance.
romance you?
Yeah. Does it want to romance things? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
You're in for another. That's what it says in my books all the time.
it feels incomplete. I don't know that. What?
That sounds like a romance novel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's that. Nyurja, you're behaving
What?
very strangely today.
Straight. I don't know what you're talking about.
She did warn us.
I know.
I did.
You did.
Okay. Cool. All right. There you go. I warned you. See, communication. I can communicate. It's good.
I love this. I
I'm
love
great.
this Nyurja so much.
I kept
We need more unhinged Nyurja.
I've made sure to keep a hold monster in case you get out of hand.
First of all, that sounds rude because I'm not a monster. All right.
Well, no, I think it might still work. You definitely got a few demons in your head.
Shit.
Sounds extremely racist. She's going up to Valen
Holy
and just stands over him. I'm a monster. That's what you're saying?
It's just the wording of the magic. It's a more potent version.
Ryland's going to gently place the goggles back on Helda's head and then try and shimmy his shield to protect Valen.
Excuse me, ma'am. I believe these are yours. If you could just step back.
Like I don't understand why. You
Should
have
we-
to say
we
it
should-
like that.
We should either
I mean, it's
should carry
harmless.
on.
I could turn you into a turtle, but I
Valen,
figured...
he's like hushing Valen.
Oh, all right.
Help me.
not
Your
better.
arm would go down.
Helping.
Like that's
All
rude.
right.
His palms
So-
the size of your whole face.
If it helps you feel better,
Jesus.
the same spell would equally hold a being.
Oh, now you're starting.
Hold a bean.
Hold me.
Nope, he
not
said
a
hold
being.
him.
Hold you.
Myself.
Okay.
It would hold.
I mean, I think it
Kiros.
would hold a bee too. I think
they-
it would crush a bee.
It would certainly hold a bee, but now we are on to other topics.
But is it
He
going to
would
crush
then
it?
go falling to the ground, so it might be fatal. But the
Alright.
What if it was allergic to bees and then got stung?
the magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Magic
you meant
allergic?
the bee.
Do you know how
All right,
allergies work?
I'm gonna have to say that this is happening as you are traveling because this is off the rails. Just making sure though. Is there anything anyone needed to do before you leave the body? All right. So the preventers are back on the trail.
What is that?
Oh my god! Hilarious. Okay. That is a giant pig. What the
This is the headcanon as to how we got the pig with a Ryland in my head.
Okay, gotcha. But you guys are back on the trail.
What
Oh
game is
shit!
this?
I just
That's got to be a
clicked the
game.
wrong
I don't
thing.
know, but the knight
What?
sneaking in full plate.
Yeah, it's incredible to be honest. Oh my god! All right. So now that you guys are kind of back on the road, actually, the first thing I will need
On the
is
road
Nyurja. Go ahead and
again.
give me a perception
Just
check.
can't wait to
Oh,
get
no.
on the road again.
Did we all get full health with our level up and all that fun jazz?
No, you get whatever extra health you get from rolling, but
Okay.
you are not healed to full.
I have no idea what that was then because it auto gave me health back. So I'm
Okay,
going
gotcha.
to sneakily try and watch the video VOD thing
Sure.
and see if I can't see.
I don't
what
think
can
I was
Okay.
hit. I don't remember being. No, never
Good
mind.
roll,
that was
someone.
true.
Everyone got hit at some point, but I don't know what the final score
I
is.
mean,
Yeah,
some
I
healing
got
got thrown away pretty liberally.
Yeah,
Lip-
exactly.
lip-
Holy shit, what a nice roll, too. Holy
That-
my God,
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
pretty
even-
good.
I didn't
Maybe
take a look
unhinged
until now.
Nyurja should stick around for a while.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so as you are resuming your travel in the night through this desert, Nyurja, you start hearing some things that you haven't heard in a little while. And those are kind of the voices of the others that were sort of trapped within the spear or the glaive itself. And as you are kind of walking, they start kind of tickling the back of your mind at first, just there but not obvious. It kind of fills you with a little bit of dread that you're just kind of knowing it's going to be seeping into your day a little bit more. But nothing kind of concrete yet. You can't quite hear exactly what's going on or who's even speaking, but you can just start to hear voices and slight whispers.
Okay, voices, slight whispers, but it's more like a background noise kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Assess the Rest. Okay, so it's almost like they're in a tavern and she can't really pick up on the conversation necessarily, but it's there.
You're not
Okay.
getting details, you just know it's there.
Right, and it's blocking out my ability to hear anything in the real world.
No, you can still hear everything else
Okay.
around you just fine. It's just these voices are in addition to what your olfactory senses are getting. Your
Okay,
everything
got it.
else.
So then she's just gonna say, "Fuck," as we're walking. Just fuck, fuck, fuck. Like she's just like trying to, trying to pick out some voices, but also trying to like pay attention. She's going back and forth, and dithering really to focus on one or the other, and trying to decide which is more important at the moment. So I don't know if anybody else can hear her do that.
Perhaps we should take a break.
Take
We
a
just
break.
stopped moving.
Was this immediately as soon as we took
No,
off?
no, sorry.
Regardless
It's
of
like,
elective time, it is what I would tell you.
yeah, that's true, exactly. It's maybe been like an hour. It hasn't been much time, but you have been traveling a little bit more.
Okay.
But yeah, I
Ron's
think that
gonna-
still applies.
Perhaps we should take a break.
Why?
And he's just gonna try and slyly like point to Nyurja, without hopefully Nyurja seeing.
Do I see this happening?
I need a performance from Ryland and a perception from Nyurja. This is contested
Do
to
I-
see.
Do it at disadvantage with that? It's sight based. I don't know if the
No,
sound.
no, you would.
distracted. Okay.
I mean, he literally just spoke out loud, so I think your
Okay.
focus would be kind of in his direction anyway. So the stone of decent luck to me. Oh, the stone! The stone
stone
saved you!
barrier.
Holy shit!
Missed it by that much.
Just missed it. Like It's one of those things where, like, you know when someone's looking at you and you go to look at them and they realize they're looking at you, so you catch, like, them looking away, but you can, like, you can't confirm, but you're like, you're pretty sure something just went down. You just don't know what it was.
Yeah, we could take a break. That's fine.
Why do we need to take a break?
Where do we
Are
did
you-
find the good slang?
How are you feeling, Nyurja?
Not great. Like crap. And
Ryland is gonna do his best to imitate Severe in his like calm, serene, like I don't know how well he does it, but that's his goal. He's trying. He's doing what he knows, what he's seen's working in the past.
the people in the voices in the glaive, I'm starting to hear them now. It's starting to get intense, and I don't really hear what they're saying, but it's like susurrus. It's distracting. It's bothering me.
Wait. You're saying there's voices in your head and in your weapon?
Yeah. So, I might have mentioned this before, but yeah, there are people living in my glaive. I think the glaive is supposed to counteract what the soul seeker dragon does, so they live in it, and for some reason, I'm hearing them, and it's bothering me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone else got weird ghost things going on?
I think it's just me.
It's specific to that. It's just Nyurja.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry,
Ryland's
it's not
gonna,
contagious.
while Nyurja's like kind of laying it out and whatnot, Ryland's just gonna start making the tea. I don't think he's making his specialty. He's just making a tea to convert. Yeah. Just all right. Here you go, friend. Just take a nice sip. And
Listen,
let's
I love tea.
Uh-huh.
You don't need it. It's okay. Look, I know that I can be scary when this happens.
let's just take a few deep breaths.
Nyurja, as you're saying this, you hear the very familiar voice of Rachia. He's gone and it's your fault.
Take
Who?
a few deep breaths.
Who is?
And maybe focus on one or none of the voices.
Well, one of them just spoke. Hold on. I can hear it.
Probably the nice ones.
No, it's the bitch. Hey, what'd you say?
We should definitely not listen to that one then at the moment, and just kind of smell the tea. Smell the tea.
I understand what you're doing. It must be the pipe weed. The pipe weed's not working.
Focus on the smell. Listen to my voice. Focus on the smell.
But she's talking to me. She blamed me for something, and I have to yell at her.
You don't have to.
No, she's a bitch. Hey.
Be that as it may, you don't have to talk to her.
Why not?
Why do you have to talk to her?
Because she's wrong. She said I made him go.
And you know she's wrong. You don't have to tell her she's wrong for you to know she's wrong.
No, but she doesn't think that she's wrong, and she needs to be told.
Well,
that
that's
she's
her
wrong.
problem. That's not your problem.
Ryland is
it
so
definitely
happy
is.
for Helda right now.
I know, right? I actually really love this. Helda, could you give me I'll let you choose whether you want to go like an insight or not formance. Persuasion. That's the other one.
Okay, so those are actually both pretty good rolls for me, but perception is slightly better.
Okay, go for it. And then Nyurja, please give me just a flat wisdom check.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's like, I guess.
There it is. There's your 7.
Oh no, not perception. A persuasion or an insight. But that was a very good roll. So you rolled a natural 17. So add whatever you would to that roll.
You said persuasion or what?
Or insight.
Insight is a plus 10.
Okay, so that would just go down by 5.
Still
So
a 27.
Just a 27. Yeah.
Just a casual 27.
Nyurja, there's something about Helda's words that seem to kind of be taking root. And maybe it's the way she's saying it. Maybe it's because she guided you through that meditation a little bit. But you are still sociopath, Nyurja. But you feel kind of that amping up of that like energy that she was getting, kind of settling a little bit. You know, the thoughts are still there, but you're just less intense about it.
So she just grumbles and just holds the tea like.
Don't drink it all. Don't drink it all. Smell it. Get used to the scent. There you go. There you go. Do another one. Do another one.
Stop inhaling.
Deep breath. Get it into your lung. There you go. There you go.
I don't know if this is a quick break or like a full-on short rest, but this is happening. It's taking a minute, so it's not big. But over on the side, like in the side of a dune, I've just cast mold earth to make a divot that I fit perfectly into, and I'm just gonna stretch back with my staff stabbed into the sand, just like waiting. I got all day.
Hang out.
You might not. Look, I know some elements of nature can have narcotic-like effects on people. Is there any plants that maybe we can substitute?
You are asking me?
Yes, I know nothing of plants. And
Hold on just a moment. I will get up,
I've tried so hard.
and I'm going to climb up to the top of this dune, and I'm going to look left. I'm going to look right. Just nothing grows here. It is the desert. And slide back down. There are certainly
Fancy
plants that could help
heroes.
you, but none of them are here.
I suppose I deserve that.
It was in jest.
All right. Well, if you see any such plants, let me know. Or you just do you. It's not like I know how to do this.
If a plant that alters, if drugs will help you, I can look for these.
Not me.
Also, just yes, I'm just looking to see if I have any spell that I could justify as having that plant on me.
Grassy? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. That made me laugh so hard. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome.
What the fuck?
I can do you a good berry. Will a good berry help?
Can the good
Probably
berry
Just what the doctor ordered.
I mean, it has to be good. It's a good berry.
Valen, Arcana check,
Yes.
please.
Arcananas.
Arcananas.
Who's-
What's up?
While the girls are doing stuff, there's something that Rylan wants to try, but I'll wait my turn. I just want to let you know.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it. You recognize that if you can't kind of deal with this with, say, some kind of herbal remedy or Helda's meditation techniques still, like, they seem to be doing something. But this is clearly a kind of like a withdrawal symptom from Nyurja. There are a couple things that might work for this. Maybe a lesser restoration could kind of like temper it for some time. It wouldn't be sort of a permanent fix, but the other that you know would work, and I'm quite sure you don't have, is calm emotions. Would kind of center her back, but I don't think in the history of this game Nennis has ever had calm emotions.
Yeah.
But just kind of like thinking through the spells that you know of.
It only lasts like 10 minutes, right? 1 minute or 10 minutes?
Yeah,
doesn't
but
last
like
all that
if
long.
she's having an episode, it can kind of like, you know, calm that for a moment.
I was thinking Intellect Fortress, but I don't have that prepared because I didn't think the bitey chewy monsters in your desert would be
What do you mean?
mentally assaulting us, which I was
They don't
correct.
all bite you,
What do
Nennis.
you
But-
mean?
They don't all bite you.
Of course it does.
Because you know damn well that group slang had a bite. You even told
It
us.
did. It did. It decided to spray poison at you, or try
From
and
where?
get gems
From where,
instead.
Foos? We have
From
no
its mouth.
evidence.
It didn't bite. It didn't bite a single person, Flandy. Okay.
What to eat Nyurja?
Oh no, I
Sorry,
jumped to the
sorry.
poison.
But you were
you
having
will-
this as Ryland. What were you going to be doing with the ladies?
While if Nyurja kind of got distracted a little bit, like going in that, Rylan was going to try and not like aggressive or anything like that, but he was going to try and lay a hand on like the back of Mithril Majesty. Good lord, my mouth did not want to say those words.
Yep.
And he's gonna try. He's never tried this before, but he's gonna try to reach out to oh boy, his name's Kelren. I did it.
Oh,
I
I'm
wanted
so
to
proud
say
of you.
Kemen
I'm
so
I
bad.
did-
My brain was like Kemen.
I'm gonna reach out to
it's
Kemen real quick.
Similar sound.
see.
I was like, Kelren.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You haven't tried this before, but you are trying this for the first time. You have been connected with him, but you always remember that it was through the focus of Severe, kind of guiding you guys through something like that. And also, it was an intense connection. He literally got you guys into that mindscape. So from an outside perspective, this is new. It is going to be different for you, though. But go ahead and give me an insight check to see if you can kind of align yourself with Kelleran for a bit and connect.
Do I get advantage because I was channeling Severe?
No. I appreciate it, but no, unfortunately, you do not. Yeah, as you kind of make connection, the only thing you're able to really pick up on are kind of, it almost feels like your connection to Rusi, as far away as you are, where you're only getting like surface feelings or like emotions or something like that. The first emotions you start picking up are panic and resent, and you kind of are starting to feel this from likely the inhabitants that are not the demons or Kelleran, but the ones who are just sort of stuck there and waiting. And like a little bit further on, you start kind of just feeling malevolent forces within there as well.
Oh, that's like to the panicked ones that aren't necessarily bad. He's just gonna try and pulse the feeling of like we're trying, like soon. Will help. And then the malevolent one, I think he's gonna like instinctually like kind of lock up and just kind of try and not take anything in, but like see if he can't identify. Oh, actually, can he divine sense with that?
Divine sense is very much kind of a physical reaction. So you know you would probably need to be in that space for that to work the way you'd like to.
I imagine his mind would think of the divine sense, realize that it like, because it's not the physical stuff, but like he's sending the feelings that he would normally like, I guess, feel when he's casting divine sense to those malevolent forces.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, you feel like it's like none of your messages are either going through, or if they are, that no one's reacting to it, that perhaps the panic and despair is too great, or whatever is in there just doesn't seem to give a shit about you. But you're able to sense that at the very least.
Okay. The last bit, Rylan's just not knowing if it's working or not, but he's just trying to he's thinking Kelrin, and then he's thinking how help.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
I don't know why the how help is the one that caught me.
Kelrin, how help?
How help? Okay, 25. Very nice.
That was almost the one.
Yeah,
You
I saw
immediately.
that.
All operators are currently busy assisting other players. Your prayer is important to us. Please continue to pray. The next available operator will get back to you. That's pretty much what it is. He's
It's just
busy.
angelic elevator music.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god! Thank you, Garrus. That was a delight.
No. Tempo's too fast. Tempo's too fast, man. Tempo's too fast.
Gotta keep it slow, rock it low and slow. Anyway, but as you are kind of reaching out for Kelren, the Elven King, also locked in this glaive, who seems to be keeping Nyurja sane at the moment, as the malevolent forces are still within it. You kind of broadcast that, like, Kelren, how do I help you, essentially? And you don't get words back, but as if compelled, obviously you can resist this, but if you don't, you just kind of feel your gaze return to Nyurja.
Ooh, does he feel like this is actually Kelren?
I would say yes, yeah.
Okay, if he feels
You've been
like
in
if
his
he's
presence
like
long enough and seen him more than once, so yes, you can feel that.
if he feels that, then he'll let his guard down a little bit and allow.
Yeah, just like looking in her direction, you look as it is kind of guiding you, and you just kind of feel the word. You don't even hear it in his voice, but you just hear focus. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
he tries to focus. Insight.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, all
Nice.
right.
All right. You get that this is Kelren essentially trying to tell you to get her to focus on something that is not whatever might be seeping through. Like whatever is happening, he's attempting to kind of get that in control, but he needs her to not be focused on it.
I would have said distract, but okay.
Oh my god.
Ryland's going to, like, realizing that and seeing the state that she's in, he's going to pull out his Mama Duke's book
Mm-hmm.
and Mama, could you please put Cambiche on the line?
I just need a random luck check for you to see what they're doing because it's the middle of the goddamn night and to see if she's even anywhere near the journal.
Oh no! If I try calling my mother, I'll tell him I get fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
That was good, right?
That's a
That's really
one.
good.
You get the idea that even with the time difference, this is likely not a time that she would be available to answer you.
Damn it. He's just gonna like wait a few minutes. He's like, shoot, never mind. I'll try to figure something else out. And he'll flip through like notes that Cambiche left at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of like hold that out for Nyurja to see. Like, Nyurja,
What? What?
look, Kemen or Kemen. Why do I keep wanting to say Kemen?
I have so many K names for you. I'm sorry. You had to go through Kelran, Kemen, Cambiche. I understand. I'm sorry.
Cambiche left you a note a little while ago, and I forgot to show it to you.
Oh, why did? All right, whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah. What did he do?
He left you some here, and here's some scribbles that he left me, and he's just going like kid style through all the Cambiche notes and silliness, and hoping to distract Nyurja long enough to get through this episode. Because I don't think Rylan knows that he could potentially cast Lesser Restoration.
I don't think you know as well.
Yeah.
But this is more to see, because Helda, I imagine you're still spending time with Nyurja as well, right?
No, she would have been talking to her the whole time. Yeah.
No.
Okay, as I expected. With the combination of Helda and Ryland kind of distracting, Nyurja, please roll me a wisdom saving throw at advantage as your buds are trying to center you.
Yeah, in my aura.
Yeah, I think I'd be next to Ryland. Ryland Aura.
Well, he's touching your glaive, so
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's not.
You're absolutely in his aura.
Technically, they could both be touching the lave and be outside of the aura. It's that long, but
If they're on opposite ends, yeah. Okay, nice. The aura is doing a little bit of work. Also, wouldn't it be a 6 because of Zalzir, technically?
I don't have Zelzir.
Oh, yes.
No,
It is a
no.
6.
He has
Oh.
Zalzir, so it's based on his charisma, so it would be a 6 rather than a 5, which is fine. It actually did make the difference though because you needed a 20. So
Oh shit. Okay.
thankfully, you pushed him over.
You're doing the
thankfully.
Lord's work right now. I know you probably don't like that, but it's
I know.
true.
No, he's not dancing. I'm just the demon lord's work. Your incubus is just
Oh my
dancing
god!
away.
If you showed
But,
Nyurja or if you had Zelzir touch Nyurja or something like that, she would be. Speaking of distraction, she would be like mortified and wouldn't be able to like focus on anything. Just FYI. Anyway, moving forward.
No, you're good. But with the help of kind of Helda talking your ear off in the meantime, while Ryland was kind of doing a little bit of reconnaissance, and then handing you the book where your adopted son has some old messages that were there for you. It does seem as though the whispered voices kind of seem to settle back again. There's still like a tiny tickle in the back of your mind, and if you did choose to focus on them, you could probably hear them. But you're noticing with the help that you're able to kind of just zero in on what's in front of you instead.
Okay. So she's just gonna. Hilda, you'll probably notice this first. She's just gonna. Her breathing is gonna be measured and even, and she's not like gripping the tea in a vice. She's just gonna, you see her fingers sort of change, and her eyes sort of stop, looking like this and more like restful. And she definitely is noticeably more calm, but I don't think she would have the insight to herself to notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're relaxing now. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Ryland's just like, Ixnay on the relaxay.
You're relaxed now. Shut the hell up.
Yeah. I think it's the tea, or whatever. Yeah, and thank you for talking with me.
Now, keep breathing it in.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that. I feel guilt and embarrassment when this shit happens, and I don't like it, and I'm just gonna.
It's not your fault.
But look at
It's
this
something that
doodle.
happened.
And
He
she's
gave
just
me
gonna.
freckles.
Oh, that's just gonna make her feel like warm and things like that. And you know, she's gonna look a little bit teary-eyed and say, you know, Egglet, like very, very quietly. And she is just gonna say, "Okay, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving." And she's gonna just continue to hold the tea in whatever vessel you've given it to her, and then she's just gonna, you know, pat Hilda's back and, you know, just say, "Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very kind to do this." Yeah, let's keep going. Sorry, Valen Caroso. Let's go.
I don't know if you accepted it, but I absolutely molded her second divot. If Valen wanted to chill on the...
The two of you, like sand thrones, just waiting.
Absolutely. Just I would indulge. Thank you, sir. And,
Could you have enough water? I'm drinking some water. I'm gonna make sure you drink some. I'm gonna make sure everybody else drinks some. It's cold right now, but it's still the desert.
yeah, no, I.
Kiros over here, I have never been more hydrated than in the desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So with that little moment taken care of, great job as a team. Nyurja, you are a bit more settled and you're able to continue on without being harassed.
Okay.
So we did do our major event, which was the Groot Slang. We still have a minor event potential for the day. So I do need someone to roll me a d20.
Not me.
Kit go.
I'm banned.
All right, Kit. And then Flandy, I'll ask you for the subsequent roll.
I almost gave you a 1d20. A 1d20, yeah. 11.
Nice.
No, I took the I took it from Nenner's last time. So Nenner's, you roll it.
You did? You did?
You did
Yeah.
steal it
He's
from
the one who
me.
got us the
You're
Groot
both-
Slang
You
instead
want
of
this man to roll.
That's true. That's a good point. Nenders, hit me up. I need a D17.
That's a weird D.
Oh no!
Maybe true, but I never get any complaints.
11, make a wish. I love everyone.
God. Thank you so much.
Yes. Killing me
I'm sorry.
tonight.
God, we are fucking children. That is too funny.
It was the delivery that got me, man. It was wonderful.
Exactly. Like, that's a weird D.
So matter of fact, like,
Okay. I feel like that was much needed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I think I'm looking on the big encounters list too. I'm sorry, I almost threw something else at you.
Groot Slang Part 2. Here we go.
Groot Slang Part 2. Let's go, baby. Okay.
Two Groot, two Slang.
Sir. All right.
It's the same fight, but instead of shouting stones, he just shouts family.
family.
Okay, as you guys are continuing, we're gonna have to take our break soon because we're like unraveling right now. But it's so fun.
This is the most Friday energy we've had in a very long time.
I agree.
It's Saturday, dude.
I know.
Yeah, that's why it's unusual, but it's a great time. Okay. As you guys are continuing onward, you are getting closer to sort of some of the more mountainous regions and like sort of the caves and rocks where the sand kind of runs out and into these sort of spiked, jagged, and harsh environments to live in. Again, not a lot of vegetation in this space, but there are a few sort of mountainous-looking spaces very, very close by. And also, just with the team, I know there's incredible survival checks in here, so I'm not going to have anybody roll because when I was looking at them, I was like, fine. But you're able to kind of notice that there is a way around this sort of mountain-ish area that would take a little bit more time, but you would likely add about a half day's travel or so to get to your location if you wanted to. However, if you go through the mountains themselves, the little kind of rocky spaces here, you would still remain on time and perhaps come through a little bit sooner. However, just because, again, you have some nature folk in here, and Kido, so you would absolutely know this. Just for the nature of sort of like the rocky areas here, and also the fact that some of them kind of have crevices, there's a chance for creatures and animals to be kind of hiding in there. It's a little less open as opposed to the dunes. So there's a chance for things to be hidden in there as well. But technically, on foot, it's much faster to go through it than around it. Yes, Flandy?
I know we didn't specify that we were taking a short rest, but did we potentially get a short rest in there with all of our kumbayas?
It wasn't an hour, but if you wanted to say you sat for a full hour, you could have.
Unless anybody was opposed, Rylan would have been very interested in just relaxing a little bit. He may have even asked for one of those little throne things with the molder.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was wondering, Flandy. Would you have asked for one of those throne things? Would you have been like relaxing back, getting some water there? Okay.
We did get water, yeah. We had to enjoy the water.
As a team, it's up to you. It's totally fine if you did take a short rest.
I think that would be good. And that would make a lot of sense. I think Nyurja would, probably need that amount of time to get right in the head again.
No problem. So you're able to do that. If you want to roll your hit die or anything like that, you can.
Oh, I would never. What?
Also, Flandy, did you also check the other hit points? Because I think you lowered yours. I don't think Nyurja was at
mine.
Full. Okay.
I noticed that I am because there was a heal that went off and it got me to full.
There was a heal, but you got whacked again. I see you at the end of the fight. Hold on. It is not a full. Hold on.
You got healed a lot, but I think the leveling up if you used the character master probably bumped you.
It did. You ended with 57. I don't know what you rolled to get your level up hit points, but just add that to 57.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think everyone else is accurate. Because Valen, you got hit once or twice in the beginning, and then you were in the back. So I'm pretty sure you still were at full. It looks like you're at full in this recording.
Yeah, Valen's still at full.
Okay, thank you.
Caruso is at what, 68? It looks
like.
Well,
75 with the new health, but yes.
With your new, perfect. And then whatever Kimmin got, which it doesn't look like his ratio skewed. So I want to call Foozca out on that one.
You're right. I actually did not give him the extra. No. You're right. Okay. So you can go ahead and roll some hit dice if you want to heal up a little bit because you took a short rest then.
We have something for this. When a creature regains hit points at the end of a short rest by expending one or more hit dice, that creature can regain extra hit points if it spends a short rest snuggling with one of these enchanted toys.
Oh, the toys! I forgot about your toys.
We never use them. That's why I forgot about it too. I think Ryland would have given that to Nyurja. And be like, here, hold on to the, because it's an owlberry little guy. Like, and he probably would have used that to help with the memory aids and the
hold on to this.
And distracting her,
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So you get to roll an additional 1d6 hit points. Is it per roll or is it?
So you're giving me the 34? Oh no, that's for
no. That's Kemen. Kemen's rolling his hit dice.
My bad.
As well.
I was like, what?
You're good.
Hit points if it spends a short rest, not like one of these enchantments. I think you just get an extra. I think you get a free 1d6. Is what it sounds.
Yeah, I think it's just.
I don't think it's with each dice. I think it's just one overall.
No, that would be bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you get a free d6.
3d6.
Use my Oasis bond and recovered a 5th level spell slot.
1d6, you just get it for free.
Okay.
I will use my arcane recovery to get a 6th back.
I would have, but I didn't use my 6th level spell slot, so I can't get it back because it's already there. I'm just sitting there like, oh shit, we're level 14. I can get a 7th level spell slot.
Are you capped? I'm capped at 6. Are you allowed to get 7th?
Yeah. Well, you might. I don't know. Let's check.
I don't know.
I was curious if they gave druids more love than wizards.
It's your druid level divided by 2 is what it. But you know what? Let me look at. We based it off the Circle of Land druid ability. So let me double check what that is.
Yeah, so we might need to check what that says.
And even if it says it's okay, we can always cap it.
Yeah, no, it's cool, like man. It's dope.
It can be 6th level or higher. You're right. It just didn't include that language when
It usually seems to be the cap for a lot of spell stuff.
No, that is 100%. Let me just add that to the ability. because I.
And
was
one more
saying-
should do it. Okay.
I'm sorry. I keep doing this. I'm not sure if I rolled all of my hit dice. It looks like I only rolled 2 hit die to gain my current hit points.
Bye,
And I-
Flandy.
It looks
Bye,
like you only
Flynn.
rolled 1 in the D6 at the moment.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
only see. Okay.
Before, I think I wanted to roll last time for my hit points, and I remember scrolling up and I saw that I rolled 2 hit dice, but I don't think that's accurate. I think, what is it? I have for a fighter, isn't it 1 hit die per fighter level?
Yeah,
Right.
but you might have rolled a 1 or a 2, and then maybe you re-rolled that.
Okay, right, but I don't see if we're level 14, I should be rolling 14 hit dice, right?
You don't have to roll all of them at the same time. It just tells you how many you have. So on your character sheet where you see your hit points, it says 71, and then
Yeah.
underneath that to the left, you see 14 hit die out of 14. That's
Right,
just
right.
telling you have 10 or 14 d10s to roll your hit die if you wanted to.
Okay,
It's fully up to you.
Right.
It's a pool that you have.
Right, but I'm sorry, I'm not explaining myself very well. Rolling hit dice for increasing my base
You would only roll
hit
1.
point maximum. I would only roll
It's
1. Okay.
usually, yeah, you only roll one. It's not from your hit die. I only make
Okay.
us roll the hit die because it automatically adds the con and it just makes it a little bit easier to visually
it.
see it. It's not actually taking from that pool when you level up.
Right. I do this every time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. You're good.
Okay, never mind.
Did Flandy just leave us?
He
You don't need
did.
him.
I imagine his internet shit on him or something. But that being said, we're taking a short rest and people are kind of doing things, so this might not be a bad place for us to take our break anyway.
Yeah, good
So,
idea.
We can come back with Flandy hopefully soon. But we're gonna take our short break, our short rest. It's 10:35. Oh, he's back. I just saw him pop back in.
Hey!
Oh, no!
Oh, shit.
You okay? Okay, sorry. We're seeing him. He's in a thunderstorm. I think his
That
power
was the thing,
might
ladies
have
and gentlemen.
cut out. It's not on the stream, but we saw it, and that's why we're reacting. Anyway, we're gonna go on break. We'll be back in 10 minutes at 10:45. Bye.
Bye.
Flandy.
Flandy, are you 5.
Hello, we're back. 5 indeed. Pray for Flandy. He's in the middle of like a hurricane or something, and his power just kicked out.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we are islandless at the moment. I know he's probably scrambling to figure out some solutions, but we'll see if we get him back, and hopefully we will. But we're gonna carry on, I guess. We did have a short rest for the team. Bogley, I don't know if you healed up Nyurja as much as she should be, because she's still at 71. So
no, I did not.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and do that. I know Flandy rolled a bunch of hit die. I don't think he got to add it to him before he crashed out. So I will do that for him now. I think he went over his total.
Why am I rolling at advantage?
Oh,
I didn't need to do that.
No, they're not at advantage. You just
not advantage. Okay.
You just roll 3. Yeah.
1.
I don't know if you can roll like hit die.
Well, the advantage
so
toggle
I
might
don't
be
even-
on, but
Yeah, exactly. So like I think that's where the confusion came from. Plus 13.
It's
Yeah, he
weird-
went over
weird
his
stuff.
total. All right, so Ryland is back to full. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, he's back to full. I'll have Kemen burn another one just in case.
That is a gnarly looking storm. Good God.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Okay, so that means he is at this. All right, sorry, we're just doing some hit point stuff. And
Hit the points.
all right, yeah, he's really close to full. Great, awesome.
Lovely.
Right,
Hit the
short rest.
points.
Short rest is had. The encounter, more or less, was recognizing that there was sort of a shortcut through the mountainside, the sort of strange, craggly crevices that are coming up in the middle of this desert, or to go around it, which would add about a half day. And also, in adding a half day would mean that, like, for meta purposes, you would understand there'd be a chance for another encounter.
I'm not even
That
pausing. I'm just going to
encounter,
continue straight forward until someone says something. Because, well, yeah, whatever. There's creatures here. It's no big deal. So if someone voices
Would that
concern,
new
I'm not.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Would that new encounter possibly be the same encounter again?
Unfortunately, there's no.
Okay.
Mhm.
How are you guys feeling? Well, really more Nyurja, honestly. Is this something
What?
that would agitate your current condition?
Anything maybe? I don't know. I kind of need a distraction. I guess I'll just whatever. Whatever.
There
you
could
guys
be
think.
more treasure.
Yeah. More things to cut things off of. I can do that.
I do not think there would be much treasure in the cliffs, but there could be creatures.
That could have treasure.
Yeah. So
Sure.
I don't know if we can shave off some time. I guess that would be good.
Right. Okay.
Oh, good.
No, you're good. So you guys start walking your way through the mountain pass, essentially, this sort of crevice and canyony sort of spots within the desert. And the Preventers, you guys have encountered plenty of sort of like the rocks and hills and such of the desert, but this area certainly feels like it kind of has crevices that go quite far and deep down into the desert itself. Thankfully, for the most part, you're kind of walking along the edges of it. But as you continue walking, you do recognize you're coming across a space that seems to have many kind of connections through the rocks themselves. It doesn't look like it was sort of human-made of any kind, but they're almost acting as sort of bridges across the gaps here on your way across. And they're relatively narrow. Some are about 5 feet, some are about 10. But you're recognizing that you're going to have to kind of precariously travel across these as well. And for that, I will ask everyone for just a general dexterity check to keep your footing along here, as there are lots of sand and smaller rocks around here that can make it a little precarious. Very nice. 23.
Out
go.
of curiosity,
Yeah.
if you don't deal with difficult terrain in desert areas,
You don't need to roll. So it's fine.
just check it.
Just checking. I do need someone to roll for Ryland because he's not here right now. I need to roll for Kemin as well. Hold on.
I guess I'll roll for Ryland. Flandy, don't hate me.
Nenners is rolling good. How about Nenners?
I love you. I'm
Oh
sorry.
shit! That was rolled well. Look at that.
Flandy's my brother. I wouldn't do that to him.
Okay.
I don't know what Ryland's dex is.
Yeah, his bonus is definitely not that. If you are rolling for someone else, just for my sake, please roll a d20 instead, so that way I can just differentiate it easily. Because otherwise it looks like... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me grab his character sheet. I'm pretty sure he just has a flat dex. Yeah, so that would be a 13.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled that. He doesn't have to roll, and I need to hit Kemin's.
Oh, yeah.
All right. As you guys are walking through, and of course it's the one who's like not here, right? Ryland is just kind of losing his balance a little bit. Not enough to kind of go end over end in any direction, but you're recognizing you might need to slow down a little bit just to make sure everyone makes it through just fine, especially as some of these walkways are looking a little bit more slimmer and perhaps a little more dangerous than others. Perception checks from everybody as you hear your friend kind of struggling to remain upright. God damn. Jesus.
Oh,
Nenner, what the fuck?
Yay! Let's go, Dennis!
Joe, you gotta write up a letter here, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that's
The knight's
incredible.
young. Don't even.
I feel like he's had one crit and one crit fail. Like we're not even
Yeah,
close
it's
to
fine.
unbalanced.
Well, most of the time Nenders gets many crit fails and no crits, so that's why it's like, oh my god, there's another end to this table. I didn't know you could reach.
I just thought it was
another end.
that was slid
No.
into oblivion.
In
didn't
this
know.
instance, I can say Nenners is one of my people, meaning low rollers. And what we do is we crit outside of combat when it's mostly not all of that much of a big deal.
That's correct. That is correct. Not Nenders has returned. Exactly. See, that's the weird part about it. But I'm going to move you guys to a new map. Essentially, you can figure out what your march order is and such, and then I will let you know what you are spotting as you are like mid-motion across some of these. So
Mid-motion.
I plan to continue to be in the front.
Okay.
Yeah,
I literally just copy-pasted you from the desert scene. So this is more or less kind of the environment you find yourself in. Also, I'm going to move the map. Don't be alarmed, but it's mostly so I can get that color background shit going. So hold on. All right, I'll say.
We're right on the edge of a precipice.
That's
Yes,
true. That's a good
no,
point.
the rule
This
is
is the
cool
worst
now.
time to do it.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay. So let me just do this. Let me know if you want the your. Oh wait, some people shifted their orders. Okay, so I guess Ryland's up there. Kevin, I think Kevin would be. Oh, yeah, he'd go up a little bit. Okay, so Kevin is up here. You guys are where you guys find yourselves. And considering the layout of everybody as well, Kido, so you undoubtedly noticed this first. And Valen shortly after. The only reason with your nat 20 that you didn't notice it first is just because Kido is just a little bit ahead of you is all. But Kido, so as you are kind of walking through, you recognize that in Ryland's kind of like losing his balance for a moment, that he kind of like movie kind of like kicked rocks over the edge, and you hear it bounce along like every layer that's going down. It's just not that you guys were being stealthy to begin with, but like that was clearly pretty obvious, unfortunately. So as you are kind of registering that and you kind of quiet down for a second, you're pretty sure you start hearing some like skittering sounds, kind of like almost as though they're climbing up the sides of these walls down below, but you can't quite get a look at it. You're just kind of hearing it first. And Valen, very much the same. You hear this. For the both of you, because before Kid gets way too excited, for both of you, you do recognize that it sounds like claws against stone.
I don't know why you're getting your hopes
Certainly.
up, because if it's a spider, we're gonna squish it to death because it's trying to eat it.
We're gonna
And that
squish
will
it
make
to
you
death.
sad.
That's true. That is true. But it feels like they're closing in.
Something's coming. Prepare. Get ready. Be mindful of the walls.
Okay.
The walls mean nothing to me.
That's good.
That is also true.
And
excuse me, as I chew a prune and try to find my playlist. Am I just incapable of reading right now? What's going on?
Possibly.
Okay. Prius in the front.
I cannot find this list. There it is. God, I am blind. Okay, I found it. Don't worry. Jeez. Okay, so you guys hear this skittering coming your way. Again, it seems like they're kind of crawling up from the crevices beneath you guys, kind of working their way up that way. You, what's that?
I'm sorry, you weren't finished.
I was going to say you probably have about a round or so if you wanted to kind of prepare yourself in any way or do anything.
Well, I would, in fact, like to peer over and see if I can see what's climbing.
Sure. Okay. I think this is more like you would eventually be able to see, but this is just seeing how quickly you spot it, essentially. So another perception check, please. Yeah, that's the same roll. Yeah. Jeez. Okay. As you are looking down, you also, I would say, because you are a native, and it's very nice that you're up front, would not necessarily need a check to kind of find out what these are. As you look down, you recognize many sand colored between like either yellows or oranges that blend in very, very well. Even as they're moving, it's a little bit hard to tell. Lizard creatures that you know are called hissards. They are kind of pests that live within that's what it's called. Just don't laugh at me. That's genuinely the name. But they are desert creatures that are often ambushers of some kind. Not often in the rocky areas of the space, but these clearly seem to be finding their residence here. You also know that they tend to hunt in packs. And while you, in kind of looking down, are easily able to spot about 3 or 4 coming up, you know that that's probably the start of whatever else is coming.
Well, I guess there's a preemptive strike situation that I could do, but there's a question about the stability of the ground and the wall of the cliff that we are standing on. Actually,
before you do that, I also want to see if you can get a little bit more information just because you're a native. So please give me a history or nature check. This is either like things you perhaps heard about them or something that you studied, depending. Never mind, continue with what you were saying.
Nature is to druids as religion is to priests. We don't get it natively bonused.
So it's up to you, and Joe was like, absolutely not.
Listen, I had a chance and I went with persuasion instead.
Okay, listen, it's fine. You're good. Sorry, but you were considering a move that was.
I was considering a move. I'm just trying to evaluate the cliff and its stability if one were to hypothetically cast Erupting Earth on the cliff wall.
Yeah, it's a bit thin at points.
You know what? To be fair, it does say point you can see on the ground. I don't know if I can cast it coming out of the cliff wall.
Yeah, on a wall, on the ground. Yeah, that's a bit dicey. But I will let you kind of deliberate a little bit. Wait, did you announce something to the team? I don't remember if you did.
Oh, I would have let people know that it's hissards, yeah.
Okay.
There are 3 or 4 hissards coming, but that is just the beginning. There must be more. That is the way of the hissard.
I don't know what these hissards are, but Valen's going to cast a Guardian of Faith, and he's going to put it right here. And you guys are going to see a like Githyanki in like almost stereotypical like Gith armor, but instead of like the rubies, it's going to be like moonstones and like a symbol of Yuriana, and it's going to be holding a great sword and ready to whoop monkey ass for whoever gets in the way of that.
You've never cast that before? Where was this?
What does it look like?
I've
He just described it.
Oh, sorry.
I've attenuated myself to be a bit more offensive this time around.
All right, good.
I was thinking one thing, but this would not have worked. But I have other tricks.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is this. And I would like to pick a 40-foot cube's worth of the edge of the cliff. But it's going to be, like, most of the 40-foot cube I'm dealing with is air. I'm catching, like, a 1-foot layer on the sidewall just above where they're climbing, and I'm turning it to mud.
Okay, that's very cool. Go ahead and did you paste the info for that? You did. Okay. Transmute rock. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
So I'm just
does that
pulling a stream of water from the endless decanter of water. And then
awesome? I'm just gonna
like a heavy downpour that soaks immediately into the earth.
Got a big old Gith Yankee.
Ah!
I know. He's very live. That's your boy. He's right here. I'm gonna give you control. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Controlled by Valen. There's an aura attached to it, right?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's anything within a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Any creature that moves into a 10-foot space of the Guardian for the first time must succeed a Dex saving throw or get mollywopped.
Okay, gotcha. So that's your boy. Just test that you can move him around. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I just moved him right where I wanted.
Okay, perfect. So that's there. You are causing mud above them. Transmute. So it's the other way around, right? Rock to mud. Yeah, non-magical. Blah blah blah. Your ground spell becomes muddy. Creatures can sink into it. Kind of. Yeah. All right. So it becomes basically like difficult terrain for them in a way.
I'm mostly envisioning that it sloughs off the wall and they fall with it, hopefully, but
that is pretty cool though. Strength saving throw on the first. Okay. I think. Okay, I kind of love this in a few different ways. I'm going to have them roll their strength saving throw. We're going to kind of combine the regular one with the ceiling one, which is like if it falls, then they take that. So if they fail the strength saving throw, then they're going to essentially have the dexterity saving throw to see if they get stuck and then fall all the way. Yeah, exactly. So there are 3 of them that are coming up. They're not the strongest boys here, but we'll see how it goes. So strength saving throw for these 3 first.
they all failed easily.
3 failures. And then they're gonna do a dex to see if they. 1
passes.
1. Okay. Go ahead and roll me the damage for that. The bludgeoning as they all get stuck, but one of them kind of wriggles out before it smashes into the
Double checking that adds. No,
cliffs
it's just
below.
48. 48.
Ooh. Is there anything bonus? It's just 48. Okay, 48.
No.
16. All right. You watch as it kind of like, and this is also it, like the combination of all of these guys hitting like the first few rocks. They're still falling their way down. Like it is quite a distance. So that is the initial impact, and they will continue taking some damage. So that was Kidoso's first turn. Technically, Valen's prep. For the rest of you, was there anything you wanted to do, whether that's even just moving into place, holding your action, or anything?
Could I potentially look over the side and have time to do Know My Enemy?
Again, Know My Enemy is a minute, and I mentioned you have 1 round before they come up on you, which is
1 round. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so anything that comes up over the side, she's gonna swing at.
Okay, so you're holding your action to attack.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, Helda would get into position and and prepare to punch the next thing she sees.
All right. Are you guys staying where you are on the map?
Nyurja would have moved a little bit closer.
Yeah, I think move closer to the squishy man.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha. Okay. So that kind of concludes our prep time and such, which means we all get to roll a lovely bit of initiative. Also, I'll need a volunteer to run Ryland for a little bit because I don't want to take his character sheet on right now.
Yay!
Because I have other things to worry about.
Well, I can tell you with some certainty that I understand paladins.
Joe, please take the.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
he's back.
Oh, hey!
He's back.
Oh,
Is it him on tablet? Brandy!
Grandissimo!
Hold on.
Grandissimo.
Does he have a jank setup? Let's see it.
We'll see. Hold on, we might wait a second or two. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna roll for Flandy yet. Then I'm gonna roll Kevin's initiative.
Grandissimo. Oh hey,
Kevin. Come in.
I got a visitor, guys. Come here.
You do?
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, Biscuit.
He's so cute.
Oh, wow.
Biscuit.
Very patient.
He is.
Look at him,
He's a boy.
ginormous.
He's a bit.
He's getting really big.
enormous. So that was that. I need my hissards. I need my hissards to roll.
yeah.
Yes.
Man. Yeah, I can't say I'm terribly surprised. You can roll in Twitch, and then we can add your bonuses. I'll take care of it from there if you want. It's initiative. Yeah. That's what everyone wants to hear, right? It's like, what's going on? You're rolling initiative. All right. What'd you
Lindy,
say?
you playing D&D in Candlelight?
All right, just so you know. 11. Okay, so you got an 11. I don't think you have a bonus. You don't. It's just flat. All right, so
that's like a Simpsons reference.
yeah. So I will add you at a turn, and then we'll give you an 11. There we go. Also, I need to add you to the thing because people can't hear you. 1 second. Whoa, what the heck? Are there 2 of you in here? What's going on? Keep talking. I'm sorry. Okay, no worries. Yeah. He absolutely is. All right. Talk again for me, Flandy.
Talking some more, I'm gonna sing a
perfect, thank
song
you.
about talking for Foozca.
Thank you. Kevin's on. I need the hissards to roll, and then we will get going. The 3 that you see on the map are the ones that are currently falling. So they're not a direct threat right now. Oopsie.
Oh, they're
Ignore
cute.
What I miss?
that. Whoops, ignore that. God, that means
The ground mostly. You didn't pass your dex save, so you were nearly falling in, but we got you. And now there are hissards climbing up the cliff to fight us.
Yeah, we walked
There-
into
How
it.
did I didn't pass it? I have inspirations, you know.
Well, you weren't here and you didn't roll it.
The only inspiration. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so at the top of the order, holy shit, Valen, what the hell? Why are you rolling well right now? What's happening? But you did roll the very, very top one. I will also just give Helda and actually no, we'll do that a little bit later. Oh, thank you, Actus. I appreciate it. Valen, it's your turn. You're up first.
So none of them have crested, right? They're still on their way up?
No.
Technically, the only ones we can see aren't on their way up as much.
All right. I'm going to use some movement to just take a gander over the cliff face there, see what I'm working with.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself, and then.
Oh, I thought I moved myself. My bad.
I saw the arrow, and I was like, I can't tell where exactly. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and roll your perception check while you're there.
Perception is very good.
It's the best. Holy shit! Who are you?
I don't know. This is great.
What did you do with Valen?
Okay.
That's what the other side is
As you peer over the edge, you are watching the 3 sort of lizard scaly bodies of these creatures basically tumbling end over end, halfway caught in mud and halfway not. And you're kind of resigned to be like, all right, those guys are taken care of. And as you're about to kind of look off, because you can hear more of the skittering kind of coming up along the other sides and trying to get a bead on that. For just a second, as they are falling down, you watch as what looks like an appendage, almost like a tentacle or something, seems to lash out from the side of the cliff that you're on, just further down, and kind of wrap around one of the bodies before pulling it back in. The other 2 continue spiraling down.
So there's something that's eating them on the way down. Is that what I'm gathering?
Something grabbed one, yeah.
This cliff is inhabited by some tentacles. He's not thrilled about that. Okay, so that's that. He is going to. And how many do I see coming up this side, or do I not see any?
The opposite end?
Oh, I guess the one I'm looking at, all those are just falling. There's nothing.
The one on yours is just the 3 that were coming. You don't see any others coming up from that side.
All right. So, and I hear skittering all over, just.
Yeah, you hear it kind of almost from every angle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He's gonna scoot over here. Back over here, and he's gonna look down here.
Okay.
To see any creepy crawly stuff coming up here.
Go ahead and give me your perception check again.
God damn it, the perception checks. They're moving creatures. How do I not see them?
They're very much blending it. You hear them before you see them.
You sneaky fox. Where's perception? There it is. Yes. We're back.
Yay!
You initially kind of look down trying to see, and you can still hear the skittering. But rather than what was down, you feel some of the rocks like kind of beside you and behind you start kind of clattering to the ground. And as you go to look behind you and up, kind of on the top part of this mountainside, like up around here, you see a few kind of curling over that edge and coming down.
He's gonna make an ice wall that slopes back, that slopes down into the crevasse. So from like here to here, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Like an awning?
Yeah, and they're gonna be
like, go away.
yeah, exactly. This is gonna like start high and slide down into the freaking.
You
thing
belong
from there.
here.
Do me one favor, because I did have you roll 2 perception checks as you were running.
Okay.
So just give me a quick dex check to see if like how quickly you did this, to see if this would have taken your action or your bonus action.
To cast. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, spells.
Yeah, it's more just the time it took for you to do. Nice, you're good. So we'll say that was your bonus action to kind of move around and like take those quick looks and assess. So you are making essentially a slide.
Yep. I'm gonna
Just,
jam
like,
it into the wall so
send
they
them
get down to a
off.
certain point. It's like slide.
That's awesome. Okay. Let me just grab like a quick piece of art so we can make note of that. Because I will.
10-foot squares.
Okay, gotcha.
Then make it
I'm honestly just gonna kind of make something that is just similar enough. I'll wait for that to load while I'm doing that, because this is gonna take a second. I think I'm pretty sure Biscuit is done. This is over.
No, I just picked him up because he was under my desk, just moving around there.
Oh, is he being bad?
Yeah, he's being bad.
Go first. He is always my first target. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So they're going off in that direction, and that's fine.
I don't have an eyebrows emote, or you'd have it.
Go,
I
buddy.
need to get that for you. I'm sorry. I keep letting you down.
I need me some water.
So it should be like this
Okay.
big. If it's 5x2.
Okay, gotcha. Wow, yeah. So it's that's
And like a 70-degree slope, like nothing that anybody can reasonably recover from without.
okay, understood. I'm gonna double check one thing. Okay, gotcha. So I will deal with them as they're coming down. I imagine you literally put it like under their feet so they can essentially
Yeah, like as soon as they come down,
get.
and
They're
then-
not right. Exactly. So we'll see how they do with that. That was your action, bonus action, I believe all of your movement.
That's
so
it. Yep, I'm toast.
you're all
Correct.
set. Okay. Kevin watches the slide, and like you see him kind of getting almost like a baseball stance, like ready to like take care of them. And when the slide comes, you see him turn to you like, "What do I do now?" But like without saying anything, he's just gonna kind of post up on the stone here. He's gonna hold his action to attack if anything comes around. So without that, that brings us to Helda.
Oh, you got muted.
You muted. That was weird. You were unmuted
Sorry
and
about
then
that.
you muted yourself. No worries.
Sorry about that. Is there anything within punching distance?
On the map that you can see with your eyes, no. If you look at the map, it's exactly as you see it. You have a few that are like off, like falling down the mountain there, and then you don't see any others.
All right, then in that case, we are just gonna hold our action, stay near the squishies, and yeah.
All right, get ready
What
to.
direction?
I know.
What?
No, it's fine. Sometimes that's what you got to do, you know. All right, so I did finally find the one I was kind of looking for. All right, I'm just gonna use lightning. Sorry, this is gonna look huge. Don't be alarmed, everybody.
Ah!
There it is. I got at least one. All right. Where
I
is
came
the
back just for
location?
this. Ah!
Ah! All right. So it's not lightning. As a reminder, it is ice. I'm just putting a little. Is that about right now? Just assuming, obviously, the middle is covered.
That's
Okay.
fine. Perfect.
I'm going to put that on the map layer, so I don't have to click it. Okay. So that is our ice slide. Helda is holding her action. It's the Heezer turns. The two that are falling are going to make their last checks to see if they can get out. It will be at disadvantage because they're covered in mud and falling. Nope. Those two are super squish. Fall to their deaths, because that, as you can see from the map, is quite a fall. The rest of them are going to continue kind of skittering upwards and making themselves a little bit more known. So that guy's going to pop up over here. Sorry, I'm moving them on the GM layer, and then I will reveal them to you guys as well. That guy comes here. These little buggers are sure-footed, which does mean they get advantage to checks that would otherwise knock them prone or forcefully move them. So the ones coming down the ice slide are going to attempt to... that's the map layer. That's the wrong layer, Foos. I moved them all to the map layer. Let me get them on the other layer, and then we'll get token. Okay, token layer. And then they're going to roll to see if they slip and slide down. There's 2 of them coming down this section. It's a dexterity saving throw, right? If they're like...
I imagine. I don't think there's a
I feel like it is,
the
right?
rule for it. It's just
Yeah,
ice.
it's true.
So
I'm going to say it's a dexterity saving throw.
okay.
Because I feel like that makes the most sense. They have advantage. That was one dude. He fails super hard. The other one also fails. So these 2 just come sliding down, essentially, above you guys on the ice slide that your boy Valen has created. So these 2 are coming this way. Their turns would end roughly about when they're like kind of at the edge of it. So those guys are about to fall off as well. The other ones are moving into position. Go ahead and roll for your spirit, not guardian. What is it?
Spirit man.
Spirit man.
Guardian
That
of
is
Fate.
your boy. What?
I don't
What the
roll. They have to make a dex save or they get mollywopped.
Oh, okay, cool. So they'll make a dex save in just a second. So those guys are
I
falling.
don't roll.
That's true. I'm gonna just move these guys to indicate. No, that guy is fine. These dudes are fucked. Super fucked. So let's just make these like X's because they're fallen, so I don't get confused. I keep seeing like someone popping in and out, and I'm assuming that's poor Flandy doing his best right now.
Yeah.
But there is no pressure, dude. Good luck. I hope everything's all right. Oh no, that's the other one. The other one is already dead. Okay, gotcha. So dexterity checks for these 2. Not at advantage because this isn't about moving. Or saving throws, right? Yeah. All right. So what damage do these 2 take?
It
As they
takes.
come in?
They both. Well, hold on. Let me just make sure. I don't know if there's a limit other than its hit points. Any creature that's hostile to you that moves within 10 feet of space, first time has to make a dex. Yeah, they each take 20. So 20 radiant damage.
Do like this 20.
It
Okay.
only has one
Yeah.
more slot because it has 60 hit points total. So shout.
Jeez. These 2 walk up and get immediately whacked, like pretty bad, as they're on their way in. Let me just double check. This one is going to, as we know, bite. Coming at Kidoso because he's the closest that is there. They get 1 bite, 1 claw, and a tail swipe. So these lovely attacks are for
Don't
you.
get bit. Don't
Oh wow,
get
that was a really
bit.
good roll. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. Ignore the second tail swipe. It's just the 15.
Well, good.
So I
'cause that one
imagine
misses. Would have hit.
Yeah, I imagine.
Just the bite hits.
the first bite. Yeah, I figured as much. So
You
as
had
you
one
are,
job.
as expected, the bite lands, but the bite does sink into you. As it does, you can feel some of the saliva coming out of it, kind of sink into the wound a little bit. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, as it seems to be having some adverse effects on you. Possibly.
Just looking at ranges of auras. It's very relevant. And then I'm gonna
It
do
is.
that.
This is a
I
Venn
identify
diagram.
as you being in my aura.
He is within your aura, so you're good.
And based on that roll, 14 turns into a 20. That aura could be very well.
That is fantastic. Yeah. For a second, you felt as if almost like a mind fog was coming over you. Like it was going to be really hard to kind of focus. But thankfully, you are able to resist it as it kind of retracts its mouth from you. But you are bitten for just a second, and that's it. The other one is going to go for Ryland. Sorry, man, you're not here, but I'm rolling to hit you, and I guess I'll take care of it.
Not only rolling to
Bites.
hit him, but to bite him.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
Don't worry. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 in that order. So
That's what
do
you
not
get.
worry.
Is
It's
there a
fine.
nat one? Is there a nat one for you or no?
There is, yeah. It's Foos 1. I got it. Don't worry. I got
didn't have
that one
to-
on the board.
You don't have to worry anyway, Flandy. They don't apparently do damage when they bite you.
Oh, I rolled another one for the dex thing too. So I need another one. Okay. They did that. Those two went after you. The other one is going to try and rush over here. And the other one, like, you watched as this like creature just shows incredible athleticism, jumping from one side to the other, like very easily clearing the like 20-foot gap or so, and also the height that comes with it to come up behind Nyurja. Nyurja, you were holding your action, so you can go ahead and attack once with your glaive.
Okay, at disadvantage still. I think this would be the third fight that I'm in.
That hits.
Okay. Boop.
Yo! Nice damage.
Boop.
Nice. All right, so it comes up and you immediately just lash out at it. Let me take its damage before I forget. Okay, got you. And with that, you see it kind of recoil and then lash out at you in response with its bite, claw.
Oh my!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it was very.
All of that hits.
He's very upset with you. I'm very sorry. Damn.
No, you're not.
Shit.
No,
The audacity of
Holy
that bite.
Shit. Dude, I rolled bananas for that.
Yes,
oh
you
my
did.
goodness. Okay.
I'm gonna do an interception if I can.
Okay, and
You're
I'm
out of
also-
range. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I
I'm out
thought
of
he
range.
was saying
what?
he would do an interception, but he
Oh.
can't do it because he's out of range.
Okay.
I would have stayed, but you're not squishy.
I'm not squishy. That is true. Okay. I'm so sorry. Did you say wisdom saving throw? Wisdom
Yes,
saving
please.
throw? Okay.
I was looking at the gift. Sorry about
Because
that.
I'm great at those. Just fucking.
You are in his aura. That was also a very good roll. You pass, no worries. But you also feel kind of like what Kid also felt, essentially like a mind fog kind of coming over you. But it thankfully does not land. The other thing with the tail swipe, I do need a strength saving throw from you as it is attempting to throw you from the edge of this cliff.
Oh my fuck.
You are still in his aura. Also, make sure the aura says a +6 because it is 6 with when he's
All right.
attacking.
Yeah, I have to edit that.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me. All right. And I just want to make sure I take the hit points off. That was 72
Sure.
damage.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I am at 26. Okay, and strength saving throw, normal.
Nice. Okay, great.
Okay.
You feel the tail, like the thickness. You can kind of see it in the tokens of them, but the tail of these hissards are very, very thick. And partially, of course, it's for their balance as they're coming up here. But you're recognizing that there's Netters. Stop. But you're also recognizing there's a lot. All right, listen. You listen to trying to booty bump you off the edge. Okay, that's what's happening. But the tail came around and you resisted it. And you didn't get thrown off.
I thought they were trying to slap me.
So you're good. Dennis is losing his mind. That's trying to keep it together, but he made me laugh. So Dennis, how dare you? Ruining everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you resist and you stay there, so you're good to go. The other ones are here. This last one is not in range yet. This other one is not the brightest, so it is going to make the leap over here, which is in range of both that thing. Helda, go ahead and roll your attack as you're holding a punch. And then a dex for your spirit guardian. Oh my god, I can't believe.
Can you?
That's 2 for me now, right? Isn't it?
I rolled a 2. God damn.
You did roll a 2. Unfortunately, that does not hit.
I don't
Is
know.
that not 20?
One of us.
What'd you say, Funny?
Did
There
you
was a-
nat 20?
There was a nat 20 dexterity save, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, a save. Okay.
It was a dex save. Yeah. It's not worth. Yeah. Poor Plandy. Yeah, you can.
The problem is I can't see the map or anything because none of the things that I
I'm
have
just
to
seeing him
pull it
shift
up.
in and out.
We just lost Vogley, or I lost Vogley.
I lost Vogley too.
Vogley's
Oh
gone.
no! What's going on? Oh my god!
Vogley, you will be
that
missed.
Fucking gift.
Is this hurricane just ripping up the coast? What's going on?
Oh.
It's not even a hurricane. It was just a storm. The storm's already over.
Who's your
It was
next?
like all
Yeah.
of 10 minutes.
You
Okay,
good?
Vogley, I see you here. Okay, girl, what's up? How you doing? You okay?
Hey, no, I reloaded because I can't hear or see Flandy. I can't hear.
We can't see him. I can just hear him is all.
Okay,
But
yeah.
no worries. Yeah, I just want to make sure we didn't lose you. But Helda, these attacks are coming for you. As it ran in, you attempt to kind of swipe out at it and it does not land. So it will go for the bite, claw, and tail swipe on you.
Doesn't it take half
Only
damage
one
on a
hit.
save, Nanners?
Oh, does it? I
That's
thought it was none.
good question.
Yes,
I thought
please
it
check.
was
Sorry, what did you say? Which one hit?
Only one hit.
Only one. The claws. Okay. So 13 slashing damage as it makes the jump. You try and hit it, and it just kind of rakes its claws down your arms. It is staying there. That is 1, 2, 3.
Master Joe is correct. He does take half, so that's 10.
So he takes 10. Okay, so he takes the 10 from walking in. And your boy's still up, right?
He only has 10 more radiant damage to dish out, but yes.
All right, sounds good. He's just out a lot. Kyoso, you are up.
All right. First things first.
Uh-huh.
I know you may need a moment still to recover from the Groot slang, but if you could, I would very much appreciate if you could cast a spell for me.
Sure.
I'm not talking to you
Acapella.
even a little bit. oh, I'm so sorry. I'm talking to a gem.
There's kind of a pause, but then, no, I'm functional. Oh. As you were doing that, I realized I was supposed to roll for the other two who are currently on the slipping side to see if they can recover. Neither of them do. All right. Well, there's 2 more that are flying and bouncing down this cliff. Amazing.
In that case, if I could be, thank you, I do appreciate it. Right here at the junction of those 2, like the bridge meeting the cliff face.
Mm-hmm.
Nenners and I are on the same idea. Let's yank some bitches off a cliff. I'm gonna cast me a grasping vine.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe when you cast it as well, when you cast it, and yeah, lash out. So this first guy is gonna make me a dex save.
Okay. Dex save.
So he is pulled 20 feet towards this junction, which I believe straight line says he is over the void. Just.
Oh, like in
it's
this
only
direction.
20 feet.
Okay,
So he
gotcha.
ends-
Oh, well, hold on. Let me just double check. Advantage on saving throws. Okay, so he would get an advantage just because of the
All right,
sure-footedness of it,
all right,
but
all right,
I have to
all
roll really high to.
Rude. All right, it stays around. I got more uses of it.
Stays around, huh?
I have points. Can I give Can I give D4 to Joe?
I mean,
Oh no! You mean like no? You can't. Dennis. You know the rules.
I don't think anybody has a D4, and Foozca has like 3. So
I do.
I do.
I mean, if
okay.
you want to gamble a D4 against Foozca's probable D4 response, if you roll high and she rolls low,
Yeah.
I don't have a
I'll
D4.
try.
I was
I'm
trying
here to
buy
help. I'm here to help.
he is here to help. All right, we'll need a D4.
Let's go.
Oh shit!
sorry,
And then,
hold
Oh,
Agnes-
never mind. Agnes just gave one to Joe.
Nice.
All right, let's go. It's you and me, Joe. What's up?
Thanks, Acnet.
You are the best. All right. Yeah, 50-50
right,
shot. I forgot you had a 3-to-1 shot. You needed a 1.
Yeah, as long as I
Just ties.
did it
All right,
all.
well, there's
Mhm.
still a grasping vine.
Yep.
It was still worth it.
There is. As that like pull like attempts, you see it wrap around the tail and it just kind of swings it off. You hear Akabia. Sorry, maybe I'm not focused.
Oh no, you are great. And then it looks like the boy who was over here on the cliff moved around on me, so that ain't right. But what I will do is target this guy instead.
Mhm.
And because I have Spell Sniper, this is a 60-foot range instead of 30.
My goodness. Does Spell Sniper also get rid of the disadvantage when someone's up in your business? I keep forgetting.
This is a melee attack.
It is a melee. You are correct. I forgot that fucking nonsense. That absolutely hits.
Yeah. So
Absolutely
then
hits.
he's going to take 6 damage. I feel like, oh no, I just rolled like ass. Okay. I was like, that can't be right. But no, it's just
Yeah.
garbage ass. But he's also pulled the 10 feet closer, which might get him into Guardian range. I don't know. But he.
10 feet?
Yeah, and he doesn't get a save.
10. Yeah, exactly.
Well, 10 feet closer to me.
Oh, to you? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So let me put him back. I think he would be nestled in between these two. Because it can't force him into in between. If there were space, you would have, yeah.
All right. I'm unfortunate about this.
There's
guy.
just
All right.
3 angry lizards in front of you. Just like, very upset to be there. All right, so that was your action, your bonus action. Were you going to move?
You? That's me.
All right, that is. You.
I was told myself I was going to make sure to remind you before the enemy's turn, but thankfully it's my turn right next. Does this bite only do a wisdom save, or should it have damage? Because you never rolled damage.
Oh, I thought I did. Thank you. No, it does come with damage. I'm just gonna hit another bite that I rolled before. Dink. Okay, so you take.
Good lord.
God,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Some bullshit. I was expecting like 2d6 max, then you rolled basically full damage. All right.
Yeah.
Punish Joe immediately for his
We
honesty.
say Foos is mean. We're not kidding. I want you guys to see this in action.
Foos isn't mean. Foos just is capable of rolling, so it feels cruel.
At times, I have. Listen, okay.
I'm sorry. Is there a see everybody's rolls command so we can see that you have multiple d20s, nat 20s, and we have none?
That's because I have to roll quite a bit. I have more opportunities to do.
Well, there is also that.
Flandy, you are. Holy shit! How did you connect? What are you using right now?
Black man. Oh, it's affecting your vocals though.
Yeah, the voice is fucked.
I do 2 separate devices.
Oh, there you go.
I love this. Hey, thanks, babe. I got advantage on my next roll.
Damn.
God damn it, man.
You're the best, Dubs.
I know you're married to her, so there's some elements of loyalty there. But God, you were on this side of the fence at one point.
Oh, you're a robot again.
Is there? Oh, I saw he moved himself though. He said something within 5 feet, I think, right?
I did not.
Okay,
I
what'd
did
you
not
say?
move myself.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, good. You're good. What would you like to do?
No. Is there anything that he can swing on, or does somebody need some hands laid on them, or
Nyurja got
I can't see shit.
mollywopped, so she could use some hands. And there are 2 different hissards, within range for you to melee from where you are right now. Also, if you were to go lay hands on Nyurja, you would likely suffer an opportunity attack.
Okay. Don't know if this is going through, but I'm clicking Mace of Disruption on the app.
Okay. We're waiting.
Also, if I can get to advantage, I'll try.
Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way for you to get advantage.
It may have
Holy
gone
shit.
through.
Oh, that's super hits. 19,
That's
very nice.
I cannot click on the damage, though.
Okay, I'll click on it for you, but go ahead and roll a second one, because you attacked twice.
Yep, it's on its way.
Okay. Flady's like, I did it. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna wait for that to load, and then I'll roll the damage for you. Oh, that one does
Looks
not
like it
hit.
was an 11. 11 hits, right?
Holy good God! Wait, that was a nat 1, wasn't it? No? Hold on.
It looks like it.
H20 plus. So why isn't it red? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Weird.
That is weird. It's not a fiend or undead, but you do whap it for 18, which is very nice. This guy is officially in bloody territory. So Flandy, my mans, that was your action. What else would you like to do?
Well, hold on. I think I still have some level 1 spell slots. So we're gonna do 1 smoots.
1 smoots?
It's
This
going
mic for
through.
Flandy is also kind of cracking me up for some reason. Yep.
Did it just send it to the chat? It didn't actually.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
didn't do
did.
anything.
Oh no.
Amazing. I'm just gonna roll you 2 d8.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know if it's plus anything, but there you go. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm
so
gonna go back to
sorry.
Power Outland.
Okay, I'm sorry. You do damage. Unfortunately, not enough to bring it down, but the one in front of you is not looking great. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Bonus
Feel free.
action, get into defensive stance for whoever looks hurt, without taking an opportunity attack.
Okay, sounds good. We will leave you there then. Nyurja, it is your turn.
Awesome. I'm gonna move a couple of not inches, if I move here, and if I use my enervating breath, can I knock him off? All right.
Absolutely.
I want to attempt to knock him off.
Sounds good.
Motherfucker.
So this, I think, is a dex save. Go ahead and post that for me, please.
Oh, I will. Fuck. It's here. I know it is. Hold on. I got it. I got this.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
I think my DC might have gone up.
It's no, because it's based on 8 in your con modifier.
Con modifier.
So,
oh yeah, and
yeah.
I didn't modify my con. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and your proficiency, which I also don't think has changed. Sorry, I made that sound.
And proficiency. Okay.
It does get advantage because it is sure-footed, but it doesn't have a great bonus. Yeah, that's a
my god.
Lightning breath.
Yeah, lightning breath. So
Nice.
She's going to.
Sorry, the burp. The burp.
Oh yeah,
It's the repulsion breath that you're doing. So what does it look like as you blast this lizard off the excuse me?
So she just kind of like gets into stance, and then it looks like she's bringing something up from her sternum, and then just like hurls lightning right out of her mouth, and it's like a lavender-ish, like a really light purple color, like lightning kind of is, and she's just blowing it into the chasm, hopefully.
Nice. Yeah, as you do so, you do watch as it kind of like immediately gets blown off the edges, the claws kind of scraping at the ground as it tries to get its bearings, but does not, flies off the edge, taking some like rocks and dirt with it. You see it drop below your vision as well. You can still hear like the attempts of scrambling. There is a platform that's a little bit lower than you that it might have a chance to. On its turn, it'll try and see if it can stand upright, essentially. But it is blasted off the edge right now. I'm just gonna put it like upside down so we know that it's like it's falling off the edge.
Got it.
Okay.
He's attacking one of my shoes now.
She's gonna she's gonna do the same thing with these two if she can.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yes, she can, because it replaces all of your attacks. So we'll give you 2 at advantage. Oh, they both pass, unfortunately.
Yep, they both pass. Okay, she's gonna try one more time. Try and hit her
same
one more
group.
time. Yeah, same group.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Also, please remind me, these guys have advantage because of their natural whatever, but I do get advantage on my next roll because of dubs, so it doesn't count now.
God damn it, Foos.
1, 2. They passed again.
They passed again. God damn it, Foos. All right. So no, you're not. So I'm gonna then now I'm just gonna do my second wind. Which I hope does well, not as well as I would have liked, but that's okay.
Also, it's a 14 now because you just dinked, so add 1 more point to that, so it's 19.
Okay, 19. All right.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So that was action, bonus action, a little bit of movement. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
She's gonna stay. She's gonna stay here for now, because it's not like she can use her movement too much for that. Okay, yeah, no, she's good.
All right, sounds good. Valen, you're up.
Valid. Okay, Valen is going to step forward and at 5th level, going to cast Cure Wounds. And because I am supreme, I do not need to fucking roll anything. You are gonna get 5 times 8 is what, 40 plus my thing, which is. What am I at? 24,
I feel like you need a chart for all of this.
Yeah.
And then it's 8 because no, it's 7, so it's plus 14. So you get 54 hit points back.
Jesus.
Just,
oh my god. I'm almost back to full.
What does it look like?
I think it's just one of those things where he like finally understands. You know, like this whole time it's just been kind of like hit or miss, and like he just pushes through it. I think you like a little bit of Yuriana's kind of like silvery moonlight energy as he's tapping into that directly now that he understands the flow. And you get your hit points back as he then retracts his hand. I was gonna meta magic and throw someone off a cliff, but I'm out of meta magic because the group's light. So that's I'm gonna bonus action wizard sad. I will take the 5 and put it into my moat instead, though, so I have that as a bonus action. And,
thank you.
Yep, he is. I don't like all those lizards there, but he's gonna scoot behind his pally friends. And
Okay, that's good. All right. Also, for your guardian guy, is it when they start their turn in his range, or is it when would they get hit again?
Let's see. You can
Or
tell
is it
this is
when
the
the
first time
end
I've
turn?
ever used this damn thing because
I
nobody
know,
knows
yeah.
occupies a space that is in. Hold on. Any hostile creature moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn. Must succeed a dex saving throw. So if they're already in it and they've saved, then it doesn't. But if they move, then they get.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Kemen's going to move over to here. He's going to kind of, as he's like shifting upwards, going to look at Kiyosa for a second and be like, "It's a good idea." He's going to attempt to shove this fucker off. So he's going to use his athletics versus the creature's dex to try and shove it. It gets advantage because sure-footed. Think. Nope. Moving up to it, you watch as he just kind of puts like the flat of his blade against his palm and just kind of clotheslines this creature off the edge. As it goes tumbling end over end, it is going to get a chance on its turn to kind of catch onto the lip, or not lip, but the bottom ends and see if it'll recover at some point. But it flies off the edge. That's one of his attacks, and then he's going to kind of like turn around and look at Valen and be like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just need to shimmies around you over to the side." And then he's going to attack that weak one. With a nat 1, misses. Okay, he hits that one. Because he has 3 attacks and he used 1. I'm just making sure my brain is doing this correctly. And his Curse of Agony. All right.
Can't help but notice that when you roll into attack, you're critting when you're the enemies, and you're crit failing now that you're on our team.
I had a feeling that was going to come out. I'm even right now. I got 3 20s and 3 1s, so it's even Stevens. I don't know. But as he comes around and works to the other side of the lizard, the first swing kind of misses as the creature ducks, and the second one, you see the blade kind of catch it in like its belly and kind of run up its jaw, and it's barely alive after that. But then the phantom blade from his Curse of Agony comes through and slices through this creature's head, and it just kind of falls limp in front of him. So this one is downy. So that's the end of Kemen's turn. He's going to stay right there. Helda, it is your turn. Oh, you're muted.
Muted, brother. You're still muted.
Still muted.
You've been muted.
I had a plan here. There was a dude I was gonna hit, but you just killed him. So Foos, I got a question about how cones work in Roll20.
Sure.
How do I see the cone?
You go to the measurement tool and then you change it to cone.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, where it says line and then you have a little carrot that gets you to
Thank
change.
you.
Not those cones, others.
20-foot line, 5 feet wide. Do I have enough here? No, it's not that. Range is not that great, unfortunately.
Well, 20 feet, you just did only a 10-foot one, so.
Okay,
oh,
so.
You mean a point at 20 feet. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so that's like not enough. So yeah, I'm just struggling to see how this works here.
Are you trying to do the breath thing?
I am.
Okay, yeah, because it's quite a good distance. You should be able to do whatever you're wanting to do, because it should be about like this kind of a.
Okay, so if I move close, could Helda use that ability right now?
Yeah, of course you could.
Cool mundo. Then in that case, we are going. No, okay, Dad. We're going to move in a little closer. Would it be all right here? Could I hit this guy and this guy?
If you're trying to hit, wait, whoa! Do you see them on different parts of your map? It looked like you pinged at like weird spots on my map. Sorry, hold on.
Here and here is where I see them.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, no, they're here. They're like here and then here. I'm just gonna let you know, if you stand here, you could hit both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh real fast, but yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. All right. Once you refresh, just post
now
the
it looks
info
different.
for it.
Now it looks real different. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, they're not there. Okay, no wonder. I was wondering why you were posting yourself, actually.
Let me open my sheet up again, and we are going to use the Breath of the Dragon attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me see.
You can choose?
Against your
Yes.
key. It's a dex save. Okay. So let me. It's not. Oh, one's at advantage because I get. Oh wait, you know what? Kemen should have been at advantage because I had an advantage thing. All right, I will go back and do that in a second. Dex. I don't know what your key save is.
My key save is pretty low, unfortunately.
Over 9,000.
It's based on. What's it based on? Wisdom?
Yeah,
18.
18.
One
So
fails.
one passes. I do have a D4. Let me see if I can get that 16 to an 18 as well.
Boo!
Rude.
I did.
Thank you for using your T4 food.
No,
Of course.
thank you.
It's at half damage, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Oops, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it!
Oh,
I'm rolling like
sad.
trash.
I'm so sorry. But it replaces one of your attacks, so you still have your normal attacks.
Yep. But yeah, if I can describe this thing, you would see her just for a minute. It looks like she's like throwing up or something. Something's building in her mouth and her chest, and then you see her slam her fist into her stomach, and this black, frigid smoke just like seeps out of her mouth.
That's
Awesome.
one hell of a party trick.
Wow.
This is,
Yeah, you burp stuff too. That's awesome.
I love the
Okay.
preventers like figuring out what these new people do. She's like, what the hell? Who are we running with?
Okay, now we're gonna try to punch the guy next to us. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roll that, and we're going to flurry because that is what I do with my life. So, ka-dunk.
Yo, you're
Hits, hits.
actually fucking.
I'm actually hitting stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, roll your damage. To the number. How would you like to do this?
I think she would have. I think she would have tried to have used the breast as kind of a smoke screen. So what this thing sees is just this black smoke pop up in front of it, and then next thing you know, it just starts. She starts
Exactly.
feeling this thing wailing on his face.
That's awesome. Yeah, with
I
your
think the
combo.
last blow would just be like a downward kind of a hit.
Yeah,
his head.
the first two combos you actually see, like in the second uppercut that hits it, the jaw like detaches off from the force of the shot, and then as you punch it back down, flies clean off this face as you smash its head into the ground. It is down. That was action, bonus action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Okay.
I fucking love that one so much. It's so good. Or like movement, I guess. That's literally the only thing you could do is action, bonus
Yeah.
action, or a little bit of movement, if you want it.
I think we're gonna just scoot a little bit over here, and that'll be my turno.
Your Tuno. I like it. All right, Hissard.
Turno,
I have. Oh, okay, gotcha. I have two who are that have to save to see if they're gonna fly off the edge.
Wow.
You watch as the one Kemen pushed off the edge just continues to bounce off the side of this mountain and continue its plummet down. The other one that Nyurja smacked seems to land flat on its belly on like the platform below, but is not downy. It will take a little bit of damage from that though because it did fall. So it takes that, and this one. Okay, got it. And then the other one that's in front of you. Just double checking a couple things here. There's another one over there. Oh,
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm flagging.
No, I hear you.
You flogging?
You guys
Flagging.
watch as the last two that are here, rather than the like chaos of falling off the edge, the one that Nyurja pushed down the cliff starts to kind of hug the wall and start crawling back down it. It looks as though this one is retreating. So this one is going back down. And this one also has seen its friends get murdered and is also gonna fuck all the way off. So it is dashing back down the side of this wall. So these two, the remaining ones that are visible, are running away. Those two are falling. Oh, I forgot about the other. I had so many falling, I kind of started losing track of them. God damn it, those guys continue to fall. All right, many of them have fallen off the edge. I am going to pull us out of initiative because the last guys are retreating. And if you would like, you could take pot shots at it, but otherwise they are running away. They're trying to get the fuck out of here. That did not work out for them.
Pot shots, huh?
If you wanted, obviously you do not have to, but you guys are safe and sound and have warded off the hissard ambush.
Okay. No pot shots.
You don't have to, yeah, exactly.
No, I don't got it.
What the hell just happened? 1 second on recovering from overrest. That guy blood everywhere.
That was exciting.
I think Flandy's an AI, guys.
I understood him anyway. Well, we
too.
were climbing the cliffs and you almost fell, but the desert is home to many things, and then these things wanted to eat us.
Okay. Yeah. I guess let's keep moving. So Helda, you can also would Nyurja recognize that as like a breath weapon, kind of like hers?
Not exactly the same. I think you would be able to recognize that, like, you are literally pulling it from your, like, physical body to do so. Like, you are just capable of doing that. As far as you know, elves are not capable of doing that. So perhaps in her studies or something, she learned how to do it, but innately, Helda was not born to do that as you are.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to contribute very well to this conversation, so I'll leave it at that. If anybody wants to respond.
Well, that was okay. You want to let's keep moving. Everyone okay? We all just doing a head count, making sure we're all still on this cliff ledge.
Yeah, everyone is still here. As you are kind of checking in and such, Valen, you still hear a little bit of noise along the sides, and it's you hear some of the skittering as well. But as they are kind of moving off, you kind of, because you were listening or saw something before, this is the only reason it kind of piques your interest. You hear what sounds like another one of them kind of being snatched on the way down.
There's
and everyone. Go ahead, sorry.
Hungry that lives in this wall, this ravine below us.
Everyone give me a perception check as well.
There are many things that are hungry in the ravine below us, I imagine.
Woo!
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, -1 to that.
Okay. Nice. Oh, I guess I can do it for Kevin too. Oh, Flandy! Let's go! Well, it's Nettis on the board. All right, we got Nettis back on the board.
Where's that crown I made you?
Incredible.
I still have my crown. I don't know where it is though.
All right,
Here's the tiny one.
There's the tiny one.
I love it.
There's such a teeny little one.
Goes right on the nose.
Put it on someone's head. Helda, you're the first to kind of recognize. Not only was the sound of one of the hissards being grabbed, and it almost sounded like it was just like scampering and like kind of breathing heavy, and then it was like, ah! And then like it got yanked somewhere or something. So you hear that first, and then afterwards you start hearing what you think are like feminine voices. It sounds like there's talking, but you can't quite pick up what it is. Flandy, very much the same. Ryland, excuse me, with your nat 20, very much the same. You hear a hissard kind of being yanked, and then afterwards, someone conversing.
Can I understand it?
You can just hear that they're speaking, but you can't make out words. And it doesn't sound like it's because it's in a different language. It just sounds like they're just too far.
Have I used my pass without a trace yet? I can't see if it's checked out or off.
You have not.
Okay. I think Rylan will give the shh and then activate pass without a trace.
Oh, you heard it too?
All right. Everyone, go ahead and give me a stealth check with a +10, if you would like to quiet down a little bit. Oh, there is a +10 to that, but that is rough. Kevin is at disadvantage because he is in plate.
That's how we do it.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Good God.
Mm.
All right.
+10 for you too.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Very, very good. Good rolls all around. Except for, I didn't notice that yours was a 3, but it got up to a 21 thanks to bonuses and the other one. That's awesome. Okay. Awesome. As you all kind of start quieting down, whatever is talking down there doesn't seem to make any motion towards you. But you are able to hear it a little bit better, especially because the magic of Ryland's spell is kind of keeping everything quiet. And it almost sounds like kind of conspiratorial, like whispers almost. And there also sounds like there's like a sloshing sound as well. Almost like a goblet, like being moved about.
They got beer.
Oh, they're drinking blood.
Could Helda attempt to like climb down? She's good with walls and shit. Could she try to like move down a little bit, see if we can hear her closer?
Sure. Also, you can like run up walls, but you're not like stuck to them. So you might need to kind of like stay in motion to keep moving. Like you could. I'm just letting you know, like you wouldn't be able to like Spider-Man, like hang out on a like sheer cliff essentially. But you could probably move around a little bit. You would still need to. You would need a new stealth, and unfortunately, you wouldn't have the pass without a trace if you went beyond, because I think it's only like 30 feet or something. So you would need to stay really close to Ryland to do so.
Okay.
Ryland would peek over the edge if he can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another perception check. And Hilda, what were you saying?
I think she would be smart enough to know don't move away from the pass without a trace man.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll stay here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, can she take a look as well?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and give me another one. Okay, not bad.
Oh wait, I get advantage.
Why do you get advantage?
I'll try.
Oh, because yes.
I don't think I'm gonna do better, but.
No, you're right. Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Nice.
18. Not as good as last time.
Okay. Right. But still, not the worst. But you are listening in, or like listening and just kind of looking down there. And Flandy with your 20. For a second, you still kind of hear voices, and like they sound like they're kind of like chuckling between each other, or like giggling and such. And you're also starting to recognize the sound of kind of visceral noises going on. Like whatever bodies they just grabbed, they are probably dismantling wherever they are. And as that is happening, I would actually mention, because you got a nice roll. It's darker down there because it already is night, so it's kind of hard to see in general. But there does seem to be sort of like a faint glow coming from wherever. There looks like there might be like a cave or a crevice a little bit further down where you're hearing these voices from.
Okay, so we can't see them out in the crevasse, or like in a cave itself?
Unfortunately not. Not visibly.
Okay, well, no, that's better for us if they're in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah?
Ryland will just kind of pantomime, like, do we go fight or do we go on?
Do I know who would live here that speaks a language people would recognize and understand, and also dismember people? I guess he's indicating we should move on, and not that they're dismembering people. And in fact, he might not even be mentioning there's people talking. I might not be able to make this check.
No, like you because everyone kind of quieted down, like everyone would kind of hear a little bit of it. But for you, a history check at advantage. I will also give a history check to Valen, and this is simply because of some of the information that you have read in the past. Oh, okay.
I have proficiency in history. Could I roll?
No,
or
unfortunately,
no?
this wouldn't be in your wheelhouse. There's a specific reason I had these two roll. Are you rolling both your inspirations, Flandy?
Yeah, it's my the fine one and my D4.
Okay. Okay. So I imagine you'll add that to the. Well, actually, who would you like to add it to, Kidoso or Valen? Who would you like to know this? Because if you add it to either, they will fly over the DC.
Let's go with Valen, because he read a book, and we need to prove shows that libraries are good.
Just because this is the exact reason they're not. You had to manufacture success from libraries.
I had to manufacture it for you two. Get out of here.
Yeah, well, that's accurate, but I don't have a bonus.
Valen, the only reason you remember any kind of details about this is because you got your adopted son a sort of book about the creatures of this area and like the native inhabitants of it. And some parts of them also kind of detailed like myths and stuff. That's part of the reason you even knew about like those undead creatures that Rylan ran into. Because they were like, no one's ever really run into these, but they exist, I think. So like there are some things that are kind of like mythical and like no one's really ever heard of them. And like also the Groot slang is so rare that it wasn't in this book that much. Like they did mention it, but it was like very small details about it. But as you're kind of recalling some of the like details that Kambish would kind of read out loud and such, it's just reminding you the sloshing is kind of what gets you specifically. And the tentacle, you're starting to realize wasn't really a tentacle. It was a snake tail of some kind. And a part of you is just like, it's fucking snakes today. What the hell is going on? But you recall that they were creatures that no one ever really named, but they were known as the Savage Daughters. And they were known to be snake women of some kind that had particular healing qualities to their blood that made it so that many people hunted them down and they became very scarce. And their blood alone seemed to be able to heal almost any ailment possible. But because they were hunted so much, they became extremely reclusive and extremely opportunistic, which means that these creatures that were falling down were just quick meals for them. So most likely, these are probably the Savage Daughters.
These creatures probably want to be left alone. I think we're more a threat to them than they are to us.
Why is that?
They were hunted to near extinction.
Damn it, Valen, give me more information so I can bug you to go down there.
And their blood is useful for healing. But we're not going to go kill something that hasn't harmed us yet. It's unusually blood.
You don't have to kill something to utilize blood.
In any case, my general advice for the desert, if it does not bother you, then do not bother it, and you will be fine.
Of the same mind.
Good.
We have a very challenging fight up ahead of us.
It might be able to heal Helda.
It heals physical ailments. It does not. Oh, Helda. I thought.
In any case, a good
I might
night's
be able to
rest
heal.
will be too much for us.
Helda. Hold on. He's going to run over to Helda and cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
We've already tried this. Rylan will stop him if he's doing that. He's like, no, no, bad things happen.
Can we get the hell out of here? I don't want the lizard things to come.
This is different now. He's going to upcast it to 4th and see if he can, with his
Now's not the time to
healing.
Oh no. Shoot. Guidance.
Don't need a roll, but you know.
Guidance, it's a saving throw. Oh, actually, no, you do. You don't even have guidance, do you?
No, I don't.
You got caught up in your bullshit for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Please go ahead and give me your spellcasting ability modifier, so you're into check.
Int check, not int save.
Mm-hmm. And because this is Cure Wounds, where are you touching home?
Right on the scar, right? That's what we're trying to clear.
The palm?
Yes.
Or her neck. I'm sorry, because she has remnants of the Uriana, but it's nearly gone fully. Actually, no, it is gone. The regeneration took care of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the scar on her neck? Just
Yes,
making sure.
yes, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. I need a
The one with the
wisdom
demon
saving
thing
throw, please.
trapped inside of it?
Yep.
I need a wisdom save from me.
You do, yes. I
I'm
apologize.
right next to my homie, right?
Yeah, he is. He's trying
Yeah.
to block you from it.
Yep.
Actually, that being said, we
Are
can
you
just use
sure?
your
It could
10.
be that he's unconscious right now.
Do I need to do what? I'm sorry.
You wouldn't need to roll because we can use your 10 because unfortunately I didn't need the intelligence saving throw from you. So what is your bonus to wisdom and then add 6 to that because of Ryland?
7, 6, so 23.
23, okay. I use my D4 against you, Dennis. If I get a 4, I kick you. I kick you under the DC.
This is fucked up.
Ooh, why?
This is messed up.
That's
That's the
bad.
only time I roll like shit all day.
We're about to end. I need to use my D4. It's my last one.
It's good. It's good. And I'm glad you did it.
Who's you are bad people.
How dare you? I love you,
For those
Dennis.
of you who are thinking about being guests on this channel, just remember these moments.
Agnes, I'm going to give you access to my Twitch account. I'm going to need you to change my name, and you're going to burn all the points on D4s. I got a lot. You got a month. Easy.
You're gonna have to fly through these points, boy.
Yeah.
But as this is happening and you're kind of focusing on the mark on Helda, for just a second, you kind of watch as like the scar itself seems to flare up. And as it does, it kind of glows a little bit. And Helda, you actually kind of feel the burning kind of coming back again. It's not enough to like do damage, but it's enough to just feel it burning again. And as that happens, Valen, you, much like Ryland, hit the ground. You fall unconscious.
Can I try to catch him?
Yeah, absolutely. Strength saving throw, please. Let's go.
Okay, am I in the radius of the fellow?
Yes, you absolutely are.
Okay, good. Oh, good. damn it.
Who's
No.
Yes. Yes.
ready for some
Ryland.
bullshit?
No, I
Seeing
feel
that
like I know
Valen's
where you're
stubborn and he got it off, Ryland is going to try the same thing and try and cure wounds and join him.
fucking knew it. Okay, the saving throw is going to come out. You can willingly fail it if you are fully intent on going in with him.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, somebody catch me.
Okay.
Nyurja,
I think
Nyurja
what
doing
would
it.
have happened there. Can I try rolling for Rollum now?
No, because you are trapped under the 80 pounds of Valen that has fallen on you.
Nyurja will
You didn't
definitely
roll a
help.
1. Okay, all right. Normally I wouldn't have you roll, but because it's Ryland, he's a big boy. So
What?
you.
Is it me? Why does this keep happening?
I think
Two
it's you.
people touch Hilda and go unconscious. So go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw to catch Ryland. I will say Kemen will help you because he just watched some nonsense happen.
Okay.
So you can roll with advantage because he's right
Okay.
beside you. Nice.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, you don't get the +6 because he's not conscious anymore, but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
You're good.
alright.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
you're
you
good.
too.
Valen, you hit the ground right after. Well, not hit the ground, but yeah, no, you do. You kind of fall on Hilda, the two of you.
Have this,
Kind of go down. Incredibly, both Kemen and Nyurja are able to kind of cradle Ryland's body to the ground, like make it a smoother descent on the way. Ryland, you once again find yourself in a familiar spot, but Valen, you're there first. You find yourself in just blackened space, similar to the mindscape that you've been in with Maya. I don't know why Maya came out with Nyurja's mind. And it's a little bit different though, because the way you moved there was a little bit smoother. It was a little bit, oh God, we'll see who's fast enough for this one. Ooh, it was a little bit smoother. But in this case, for what is happening here, you feel like your feet are on solid ground of some kind. And the longer that you stand there in that space and there's just darkness around you, you immediately get the feeling that this is a predator and prey situation. And you are the prey. And something is skulking around in this darkness around you. It doesn't see you yet, but it's trying.
Cast light.
As you attempt to cast, go ahead and give me an intelligence check, please.
What?
What do you call it? I didn't hear him.
Check. Shouldn't want to save. My save's much better.
Yeah, I know it is. You have to get it. It's the check though. You don't have advantage. Okay, with a 10. As you attempt to cast the spell, you feel like you're moving through molasses. Like moving your arms is hard, and even like moving your lips is
Maya's
difficult.
there?
You feel like what?
Maya's there? Molasses?
No, God damn it, molasses. I was like, what are you saying, molasses? Got it. But no, like as you are moving, it feels hard. It feels almost like you're under the effects of the slow spell, and you realize it's going to take twice as long to go off, if it even does. It's just hard to focus here. But as you are doing so, Ryland appears beside you. Ryland, you are in this space once again.
Ryland pulls out his shield and just
Anyone catch that?
from time to time, fuck.
Poor Ryland is really struggling. Don't worry, we're gonna end very, very soon.
I didn't understand what he said, but I heard a shield, so I imagine he's scolding me and he has a shield in front. Is that what they're
Probably, yeah. I imagine that he's doing his shield stuff in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's protected Valen, and I don't think he wants to mace, but he's afraid of the mace, so he's just hand on it, ready to go if he needs to.
Okay, gotcha. But with your shield in front of Valen, the two of you kind of stay in this space. And again, that voice comes out from the kind of darkness around here. I can smell you. Closer I get. Are you going to try and finish your light spell?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, is this through an accent or a voice that I recognize?
That you recognize? No. But just due to like accents in your studies, give me an insight check, which I know you're going to be very happy to roll, but.
Ooh, not bad.
That's the best one I've ever rolled.
Ooh.
That's perhaps the best insight you've ever rolled. But as you're attempting to kind of grasp it, there's a slight accent to it. You can't quite pinpoint it because you've never encountered it, but it's different than anything you've ever heard.
You're probably just smelling Ryland. And then, what do I need to do for light?
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
That part? Okay. As that happens, Ryland, for the second time, you watch as like 2 points of glowing lights seem to kind of light up and flare in the distance. They are kind of pointed and angular, and you're starting to realize that they're likely representations of eyes of some kind, and they just kind of snap in your direction. Found you.
Well, the gig is up, mace is out, let's go.
As this creature, the eyes are just getting larger, and you're feeling the area around you start to shake and tremble as this creature lunges in your direction. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Yay!
Damn it,
Come back
Dennis.
to
I had it! She fucking ruined it! And she rolled a 4! That's not on me!
Yeah, well, I told you not to cast it.
No, I had it!
I feel like that's the perfect response from like a person who's like, I understand nature and this thing's hunting us. We should be quiet and hang out in the bushes. And then it's like, fight me, bitch! I don't give a shit. Let's just meet up. I don't give a fuck. Oh, that was amazing. Okay, so I am going to find someone for us to raid. And in the meantime, I will just remind everyone, we are going to be off next week, so no Friday or Saturday stream for us. We will be chilling with each other and having a really, really good time. So we'll be doing that instead.
You know, it could suck.
It could suck. It's true. And that's, because Joe will be there. And,
Listen, that's still gonna be the brightest spot of anybody's week. Don't put that evil on me.
Don't put the blame on me. Let me see. Okay, well, I think I found somebody real quick. I don't think we've ever. Oh, okay. And then the other people I was in, they raided someone else. So I'm in another channel. Okay, we're gonna go raid. It's called the Playmat. And they're playing something called Reverie and Regret. And I don't know what's happening, but I really like the overlay and stuff, and it's really cool. So we're gonna go say hi to them. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we're gonna call it a night, and we'll see you in like 2 weeks or so. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.